Opportunity in a diverse opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
In Oskaloosa, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Wendell Campbell for your insurance and financial needs.
You're sure to save big at Hy-Vee now that hundreds of items are on low price lockdown and price decline. Lockdown prices won't change unless they are lowered, and any item marked with a red arrow means you will save big. Come get deals on seasonal items already on your list at Hy-Vee, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle.
If you want to save more.
If you want a butcher who knows more.
If you want fewer aisles and more value.
Less quantity, more quality.
If you want more of this.
And this.
And this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
At Gardner-Collier Jewelry, our goal has always been to provide you with the very best jewelry for your money. From plain gold wedding bands to the most exquisite diamond ring, Gardner-Collier has it. Our huge selection is sure to exceed your expectations, and our service is second to none. From sterling silver fashion jewelry to the one-of-a-kind diamond fashion piece, Gardner-Collier can fill your jewelry desires. For the very best value in fine jewelry, choose Gardner-Collier, Quincy Place Mall, Ottumwa, and Penn Central Mall, Oskaloosa.
At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska Health.
For nearly 40 years, Musco has specialized in the design and manufacture of sports and large area lighting solutions. From neighborhood ball fields to international speedways, Musco is committed to providing cost-effective lighting solutions and services you can rely on. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting, we make it happen.
Every morning before my family and I head out the door for the day, we tell each other to be the one. It's a challenge we make to each other to step up and show kindness when we have the opportunity. I'm Mike Sitzma, funeral director here at Bates Funeral Chapel. I see families in some of their toughest times. However, I get to see our community at its best through the outpouring of love and support they show those affected by loss. I challenge you to join me and my family to look for opportunities daily to be the one.
Come experience Penn Central Mall. With a variety of shops, services, restaurants, and more, Penn Central is the place to go for all your shopping and entertainment needs. Grab a gourmet grilled cheese at Wonder Lunch, shop the latest trends at Maurice's, Find the perfect gift at Gardner-Collier. Or enjoy a night out with ice cream and retro arcade games at Old School Pinball and Arcade. Penn Central also has numerous public events scheduled throughout the year to provide fun for the whole family. Find them on Facebook to stay up to date with deals and upcoming events. Walk, shop, enjoy. Penn Central Mall.
My name is Amanda Seeley, and I've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office for 15 years now. I'm a mother of 3 little boys, and since having them, they've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office in Oski Dental. It's been really seamless. I expected a little few hiccups, but he just has this approach that they're very comfortable again. You're the best! We're gonna shoot for being a lifelong patient.
When he's not nursing residents with special needs, James' passion is improving his family residence. Hillary? When she's not teaching undergrads, she's cooking up fun for Carson and Owen. The local home loan experts at Midwest One help them buy their home, pay down principal, make improvements, and build up equity. Their local mortgage service was so easy and affordable that James and Hillary even referred a friend. For local mortgage service, choose Simply Better Banking from Midwest One.
Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good, on or off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab. Kinetic Edge offers friendly and knowledgeable professionals who will get to know you and your goals, to help you get back to doing what you love in no time. Find out more at kineticedgept.com.
The Indians Network starts now. Brought to you by Fairway, Gardner-Collier, STAM, William Penn University, Kinetic Edge, Mahaska Health, Wood Iron Grill, Musco, Craig Ford, Penn Central Mall, Edward Jones, Midwest One, Clow Valve, Oski Dental, Bill and Ray's, Bates Funeral Chapel, Penn Central Eye Clinic, Community First Credit Union, and Wendell Campbell of State Farm. Get ready for Oskaloosa High School sports on the Indians Network. Live sports. Local content. Student-run broadcasts. MCG, Oskaloosa News, and Thunder Country KIIC bring you the Indians Network. Presented by Craig Ford.
Then we talk back. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Statesman Community Stadium here at the Lacey Athletic Complex in Oskaloosa. We are ready for Week 5 of football Friday night action here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. The Indians Network, a partnership with MCG, Oski News, Thunder Country, and the OVP program at Oskaloosa Community High School. Tonight, it is homecoming for your Oskaloosa Indians, and it's also the district opener in Class 3A District 7 as Oskaloosa plays host to Grinnell. We're going to step aside for a quick break to hear from our title sponsor, Craig Ford, and our pregame sponsor, Mahaska Drug, and we'll be right back to preview these two teams and take you right up to kickoff on the Indians Network.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
Go Hawks! Go Cyclones!
Go to Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa for all things black and gold and cardinal and gold. It's one of the largest collections of sports gear for both teams anywhere in the state. Mahaska Drug has it all. It's a fun store to shop, loaded with ideas to make life a little entertaining, a little more enjoyable, and it's all in one store.
Hawkeyes! Cyclones! Hawkeyes! Cyclones!
Let everyone know with Hawkeye and Cyclone merchandise from Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's big, really big.
All right, we are back here at Statesman Community Stadium in Oskaloosa, and our pregame powered by Mahaska Drug here on the Indians Network. which is presented by Craig Ford. Thanks for joining us tonight. My name is Jamie Brockman, high above the field here at the top floor of our press box, the Wood Iron Grill press box, as Oskaloosa gets ready to take on Grinnell tonight. And we've got quite a crew for you here on the broadcast tonight. Of course, we will be hearing from Doug DeCock throughout the night. We also have Jay Harms down on the sideline. And here in the booth, you have myself and OVP student Andres Chavez. And Andres, if you can, just kind of introduce yourself to the audience out there. Tell them who you are and what year you are in school and what you do for OVP.
Yeah, my name is Andres Chavez. I'm a sophomore at Oski High. And I really enjoy watching football. And right now I'm just going to be commentating, and I'm really good at the cameras, too.
All right, awesome. So, yeah, we're working in the OVP students on the broadcast tonight, and we're going to go back and forth. Doug DeCock will also be on the broadcast with us tonight. So as we said, it's a big night tonight for a few reasons. One, it is homecoming, and you always want to have a good showing on homecoming, as it's probably the largest crowd you'll play in front of the entire season. And homecoming 2019 tonight for Oskaloosa Indians. Been a great week in Oskaloosa High School, Andres. You can fill the listeners in on that more than I can. Tell me about the homecoming week and some of the stuff that went on.
Yeah, we've had a lot of nice dress-up days. For example, we've had a camouflage day, and today we had Pride Day. We had an amazing pep assembly today, pep rally. We had a lot of fun stuff to do with the cheerleaders and everybody else.
Want to congratulate our homecoming king and queen for 2019. Jack Dawson was crowned king last night, and Jolie Yang, sorry. She's the setter on the volleyball team. She was voted queen by the student at Oskaloosa. So congratulations, Jolie Yang and Jack Dawson, our homecoming king and queen. Great parade last night. Doug DeCock and I were riding in the KIIC party box, throwing out tons and tons of candy. Hopefully everybody got some last night. But we had a great time in the parade and a great crowd last night. And one of the largest homecoming parades we've had possibly ever at Oskaloosa High School last night. And the weather was just perfect. Speaking of weather, it could be a little bit of a concern tonight. It is certainly the coolest football weather we played in so far this season, as we're in week 5. Temperatures right now are in the low 70s. They're going to dip into the probably mid 60s by the time the game is over. It is very breezy tonight, and there's chances of rain and thunderstorms all around the area, including Oskaloosa. We might have to dodge tonight, so that could be a factor. And it's not something we've had to deal with this year. We've had really great, perfect football weather the first 4 weeks of the season. Well, let's start talking about this matchup tonight. Class 3A District 7. First of all, the game's going on tonight. Obviously, Grinnell at Oskaloosa, the game you'll see here on the Indians Network. Knoxville is at Pella tonight. Pella has lost 2 straight games. When is the last time that happened? Thank you, Doug. 2009. I was going to say it's probably been 10, 12 years since they've lost back-to-back games. But Pella tried to get back on track, and Knoxville 4-0. How real is that 4-0 for Knoxville? We'll find out tonight as they play at Pella. Also, Newton, our opponent next week, is at South Tama tonight. Those are the games going on in Class 3A District 7 as we open up district play. Grinnell, 3-1 through the non-district portion of the season. They got wins over Mid-Prairie, 47-20, North Polk, 30-7, Fairfield, 58-20. Their only loss to ADM, 36-26. So right there, Andres, that tells you that Grinnell scores a lot of points. So if you can, somehow hold Grinnell, low 20s maybe on the scoreboard, I think you get a shot to win because they've been putting up a lot of points this year.
Yes, sir. Especially the quarterback, Dalton Sauser. He's been very impressive so far. He has 854 yards, 2 interceptions, and 7 touchdowns. And currently his quarterback rating is 130.9.
Yeah, he is a talented quarterback, and he's just a freshman, ladies and gentlemen. The starting quarterback for Grinnell, a freshman. He is the coach's son, Dallas Sauser, 61 of 116, as Andres just mentioned, 854 yards, 7 touchdowns against only 2 interceptions, averaging about 14 yards per pass completion. On the other side of the football, it's going to be very interesting tonight how Oskaloosa attacks Grinnell. As we all know, last week we suffered some very key injuries to some key leaders on our football team. Tyler Miller, Aaron Blom, and our quarterback Will Schultz. Good news is Miller and Blom are both suited up tonight. Both are starting, and both are expected to play. Blom may play a little bit limited tonight as he has a high ankle sprain on both ankles, by the way. So he's going to give it a go. kicking for sure. We'll see how much they use him offensively and defensively. Tyler Miller is in uniform, and he is going to go tonight, and they're going to look big to Tyler Miller tonight because our sophomore quarterback, Will Schultz, is out this week with a concussion suffered last week. So Will Schultz will not be playing this week, and that really shakes up the offense, Andres, because you've got Reed Brown as a backup quarterback, and you've got sophomore Keaton Flaherty as a backup quarterback. But the way it sounds to me, we're going to really mix it up, and Tyler Miller is going to move back to quarterback at 50% of the snaps tonight.
Yeah, it seems like we might be running a lot of Wildcat there, especially kind of surprised me since he has already a few interceptions on the year.
Yeah, and, the Wildcat is where you basically, you don't really know who the quarterback is. You got 3 guys lined up back there, you snap it and go. And I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight with Tyler Miller, and I think we will see some Reed Brown at the quarterback position as well. But the receiver from a year ago, you put him at the quarterback position. The good side of that, though, Tyler Miller is multi-talented. He can run, he can throw, he can catch. I mean, you can use him so many different ways. So expect Tyler Miller to be a big part of tonight's football game. Hopefully he's able to stay healthy. Oskaloosa 2-2 on the year. Wins over Pella Christian to start the year, 29-22. They won over Fairfield 44-20. Lost big at Washington 62-12. And, of course, last week a 31-7 setback to Norwalk. Little comparison on the numbers. Grinnell has, out of our 6 district teams in the non-district part of the season, Grinnell has the best record at 3-1. They have the top passing attack in the district out of the 6 teams, and they've got the number 1 rusher in all of Class 3A. All of Class 3A. We talked about the freshman quarterback, but their running back, Wyatt Hunter, 89 carries, 708 yards, 10 touchdowns, averaging just over 8 yards a carry. And he's basically, it's either him or the quarterback Souser that has the football, because you look at the rushing attack, and Hunter has 89 carries. The next highest is Cole Johnson with 5 carries. So when they decide to run, they go to Wyatt Hunter, and he's the number 1 running back in all of Class 3A. So defensively tonight, Andres, Oskaloosa can't afford any miscues. They got to stay home. They got to stay to their assignments, and we can't allow any big plays because Souser and Hunter can hurt you bad.
How our linebackers play, especially with Aaron Blom, probably going to be limited this game. See how they can attack the rushing attack to help stop it and prevent them from gaining large yards.
Absolutely. Oskaloosa side of the football, Tyler Miller is the leading rusher on the year, 47 carries, 227 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Will Schultz, 55 carries, 175 yards, and a touchdown, but he is not able to play tonight out with that concussion. One thing that stands out to me when you look at the rushing game between these two teams is for the season, through the first 4 games, Oskaloosa actually has more rushing attempts than Grinnell does. They've rushed 115 times. Oskaloosa's rushed 127 times. But Grinnell has almost 300 more yards rushing with 12 less attempts than Oskaloosa does. So you can't give up the big punch. They average over 6 yards a carry on the rush, over 15 yards per pass completion. They have 4 receivers that have over 100 yards receiving this year. I think they have 6 receivers that have caught more than 10 passes. Oskaloosa, kind of the same thing. We don't have the big numbers that Grinnell does in the passing game necessarily, but we've got 8 different receivers that have a catch this year. So whether it's Miller, Schultz, Brown, or Flaherty back there at quarterback, they've got numerous weapons to go to, and that's a big plus for a quarterback to have.
Yeah, it really is. We can attack from anywhere, at any time, any place. We really have the X factor right there.
All right. Well, you're watching the pregame powered by Mahaska Drug here on the Indians Network, which is presented by Craig Ford. We are in the Wood Iron Grill press box and getting ready for game time here tonight. Homecoming 2019. Again, in the booth, we've got a 3-man team tonight, rotating back and forth. I'll be your lead voice, and then we have Andres Chavez, a sophomore at Oskaloosa High School from the OVP program on, and also Doug DeCock will be joining us. And then down on the sideline, we have Coach Jay Harms, and I see Coach down there with his mic. Let's get the first mic test of the night. He's got Ryan Parker there talking to him. But, hey, Coach Harms, can you hear us down there?
You guys hear me up there now?
Yeah, we got you. So, Coach Harms, exciting night tonight. Homecoming and a very tough opponent in Grinnell. Why don't you give us your pregame thoughts?
Well, yeah, guys, I think anytime that you got homecoming as a head coach, you're always a little concerned about all distractions that take place, during the week. And, of course, with the injuries that we had against Norwalk, had to do some different things throughout the week to get prepared for this game tonight. But I think this is going to be a really good matchup. Looking forward to seeing this one. I don't think Grinnell has played the competition that we have. Yes, they have great stats, the freshman quarterback, the running back, Hunter, as you talked about, and so forth. But let's just see how this thing plays out tonight. But I'm looking forward to seeing the Oskaloosa team really get after this Grinnell Tiger team tonight.
All right, that is Coach Jay Harms down there on the sideline, and we'll be checking in with him throughout the broadcast. He'll be adding some commentary from down there as well, and talk to Coach Jenkins at halftime and postgame. And right before kickoff, we'll go down to Coach on that Oski sideline and get a weather conditions report too, as once again we're watching the weather closely tonight. I know there's been some heavy rains, hail, lightning all around Oskaloosa. I know there was some over by Eddyville about a half hour, 45 minutes ago. We haven't seen any rain though tonight here at Statesman Community Stadium. It has been dry. It is still dry. It is definitely cooler, and it is windy as well. And we're going to hope that those severe storms stay away from us, and we can go 4 quarters clean and green, so to speak, with no weather delays due to lightning or anything like that. All right, so homecoming 2019 tonight for Oskaloosa. It's the Class 3A District 7 opener. Oskaloosa playing host to Grinnell. We're going to step aside here for a 3-minute timeout, and we'll come back and we'll talk more here in the Wood Iron Grill press box. This is Oskaloosa football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
In Oskaloosa, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Wendell Campbell for your insurance and financial needs.
You're sure to save big at Hy-Vee now that hundreds of items are on low price lockdown and price decline. Lockdown prices won't change unless they are lowered, and any item marked with a red arrow means you will save big. Come get deals on seasonal items already on your list at Hy-Vee, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle.
If you want to save more,
If you want a butcher who knows more,
If you want fewer aisles and more value,
less quantity, more quality,
if you want more of this,
and this.
and this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
At Gardner-Collier Jewelry, our goal has always been to provide you with the very best jewelry for your money. From plain gold wedding bands to the most exquisite diamond ring, Gardner-Collier has it. Our huge selection is sure to exceed your expectations, and our service is second to none. From sterling silver fashion jewelry to the one-of-a-kind diamond fashion piece, Gardner-Collier can fill your jewelry desires. For the very best value in fine jewelry, choose Gardner-Collier, Quincy Place Mall, Ottumwa, and Penn Central Mall, Oskaloosa.
Welcome back to Statesman Community Stadium here in the Wood Iron Grill press box. Our pregame powered by Mahaska Drug. I'm Jamie Brockman. We bring in now Double D, Doug DeCock, to our broadcast. And first of all, Doug, good to see you. Have you recovered from the, is your arm sore from throwing all the candy last night?
I got a little bit of a strained rotator cuff there from throwing on the corners where the kids were all the way back. But
I found out I had a pretty good curveball last night on a couple that I threw. So
yeah, you know what? We just got, I gotta make a mention here. We got one of the original stat keepers for Oskaloosa, Vern Bunnell, is back up here, and our condolences to Vernie. His wife passed away last week, and it's nice, although we're sad for that, it's nice to see Vern back up here keeping stats with his buddies, Kevin and Rory. So welcome back, Vernie. We're glad to see you.
You betcha. That's a sight for sore eyes right there for sure. All right, Doug. Well, as Andres and I were talking about prior to the break, Grinnell 3-1. Their stats are impressive. Their numbers are impressive. But you seem to think that the competition they played is not so impressive. And this is a game you feel Oskaloosa could show Grinnell what district football is about.
Well, I do, and I'm not buying it. And Oskaloosa has played Washington and Norwalk, two extremely physical teams. And the last week against Norwalk, we stood toe-to-toe with them there in the first half on the line. Now, injuries do kind of even this thing out a little bit, but I think if Oskaloosa was 100% healthy, they certainly would be the favorite tonight. Grinnell, in my opinion, just hasn't played any real good teams yet, and their stats are kind of built up off of that. That's what I think. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but that's my opinion on this game tonight. I think Oskaloosa's got a really good chance to win this game.
Well, Coach Dowd has his work cut out for him tonight with the sophomore quarterback Will Schultz out of this game with a concussion, unable to play. So we're going to see probably a little different looking offense tonight that they had to work on over the past week. As we said earlier, Tyler Miller, at least 50-50, is expected to take snaps at quarterback tonight, along with Reed Brown. Both of those guys can run, and both of them can throw. So it's going to be interesting to see when we use Tyler as a running back, when we use him as a receiver, when we use him as a quarterback, and what sets we go with.
Well, the other thing to really watch is how long can Tyler go? I mean, his shoulder is really sore. We went in this afternoon. I had a friend that's here, Jeff Van Manen, and he has a certificate in a type of massaging, pain relieving thing, and we went in this afternoon, and he was able to get a lot of the pain out of Tyler's shoulder that we went down in the locker room. So as of right now, I think Tyler feels pretty good. How long is that going to last? Can he withstand some hits? He practiced all week. He only hit on Thursday, and some of those hits hurt. But we're hoping that massaging and working that pain out of his shoulder area will continue through the night, and if he can get his adrenaline up, a lot of times that'll override some of that pain.
Absolutely. And then, as we said earlier, Aaron Blom is at least going to try to go tonight. He's in uniform. I know they taped up both ankles very, very tight, and they're asking Aaron to go out there and give us everything you can give us for as much as you can give us. I talked to Aaron last night, and he said probably going to kick and punt, most likely. Didn't know how much he was going to go on defense or offense throughout the night, but hopefully we can get him out there, because number 3 is big on this football team. He's a leader, he's a senior, and very football aware, if you will, out there on the field. His understanding of the game and where he needs to go really helps out on defense.
Yeah, no, I agree, and we really need him to kick. I mean, that he gets touchbacks and obviously the extra points, but there's some underlying tension in this game. Yep. Grinnell is not happy with Oskaloosa, and it stems from a game last year in which the Indians were up quite a bit in the fourth quarter. We had put in our JV, and they left their varsity in, so we ran a reverse and got a first down, and then they put their JV in, and we ended up scoring a late touchdown. So Grinnell is not happy with Oskaloosa, which is perfectly fine. Oskaloosa coaches didn't think they did anything to rub their nose into it, but that's how Grinnell perceived it. In the last 3 years, Oskaloosa is 3-0 against Grinnell, outscoring them 108-13. So it has been a lopsided 3 years for the Indians.
All right. Well, right right now, as we continue our pregame powered by Mahaska Drug, we're going to go to an interview I did yesterday, as I do every week, with Oskaloosa head football coach Jake Jenkins, and hear what Coach Jenkins has to say about tonight's matchup with the Tigers. Welcome back to our pregame coverage presented by Mahaska Drug. Jamie Brockman visiting now with Oskaloosa head football coach Jake Jenkins. It is homecoming week, homecoming football game tonight as Oskaloosa plays host to a much improved Grinnell team. And first of all, Coach, good to see you, and I'm sure it's been a crazy week for you and everybody at the school.
It has. Good to see you too, and thanks for having me on again.
All right, well let's start talking about just the week in general. It's homecoming week, and there's a lot of distractions, a lot of fun things going on. How's everything went? How's the focus been during practice?
I would say it's kind of been up and down. There's a lot of things, which it's fun when there are a lot of events going on with Powder Puff and things like that. I always cringe, when I hear somebody rolled an ankle or somebody was diving or doing this and that and the other. But overall, it's been a really good week. Tuesday's practice was pretty rocky. I don't know if that was due to the distractions and things that we had with Powder Puff coming up that night. But then Wednesday's practice was a great practice. So it's been up and down, trying to figure some things out. But overall, it's been a good week of practice.
Well, let's start with the health of the football team. Obviously, it's on everybody's minds coming into this week after what we saw last week. So if you can update us on the statuses of Aaron Blom, Tyler Miller, and Will Schultz.
Yeah, so Aaron is taping up both ankles, and he's gonna play as tolerated. So we plan on using him for punting and for kicking, and extra points and all that good stuff. Hopefully defense as well. It's whatever he can handle. Tyler Miller, there's no fracture, which is good. Looks like we have an AC sprain, so we're doing some spider pads, or the little donut that you can put on there too to help protect his AC joint. So he'll be playing. And then Will's going to be out this week, and we're planning on him being back next week because he's been recovering well. He didn't meet the protocol this week.
Okay, well let's dig in and talk about this Grinnell team. They're much improved from a year ago, obviously, and they kind of a two-headed monster. I mean, they've got a very tough defense and a very powerful offense with running and passing.
I would agree. I think they're a lot improved. They have a new coach. He's been there, I think, 2 or 3 years, and so they're making some positive strides. And offensively, they throw the ball to open up the run. So they want to throw. They have a lot of trips open and a lot of 5-wide stuff that they do, and they really want to throw. They have a freshman quarterback who happens to be the head coach's son, and so a very young quarterback, but he's pretty talented for being as young as he is. So look to them to throw the ball a lot. They do have an impressive back too. The running back going into district play is leading the district with rushing yards. So you can see why you watch him on film. It's a lot of yards after the initial touch. And so we got to wrap up. We got to be solid tacklers, and if we do that, we'll be able to take him down. But
you guys hear me up there?
Yeah, looking at the statistics offensively,
you guys hear me?
15, 16 yards a catch and 6 or 7 yards per carry on the ground. So how do you plan to combat that? What types of things you've been working on defensively?
Well, we're really scheming up to try to find tendencies, and then we're going to play the tendencies hard. Pretty good idea. The sets they like to run out of, and the sets they like to pass out of. So we have different coverages we're going to show. With it being a young quarterback, or any quarterback for that matter, we're going to show them a lot of different coverages. So that way we try to confuse them, try to get some big interceptions, try to get a lot of turnovers. And I think we're going to have that opportunity. They also really like the trick play more than any team that we play. They do a lot of trick play. So I've actually enjoyed it. I've drawn up a lot of trick plays this week that our scout team runs against us. Then if they beat us on a trick play, nothing's worse at a defensive back. I just got beat. What did they do? Is a double pass, or was a flea flicker, or is it a quarterback transcontinental, or they even do like a hook and ladder to a tackle that's eligible, which is a play that went to his other son, who's a junior, for him to run down the sideline. And it was a well-designed play. Our scout team did a great job doing it. It's been a lot of fun this week.
Wow, sounds crazy. One thing for sure is in the broadcast booth, you're going to have to learn a lot of names for this week, because they use a lot of different guys in their offense. I think they have 5-6 receivers that have pretty significant yards, over 100 yards.
Yeah, exactly. And then, we look to our matchups, in our certain coverages. We have, I think his name's Kaufman, 6'8". They have a big receiver, and so when we have Mason Ford out there, Mason's taller than him, about 6'5". I feel good with Mason being out there. Isaac Schultz does a good job too with playing tall for the position, but he's a tall kid, so we're gonna have to make sure that we have a safety. Safety's aware of where he is at all times, and then I know numbers, not necessarily names. Their number 2 is very quick and very fast, and really the 5 guys they have out there are all good athletes.
All right, well, let's talk about offensively for Oskaloosa. What has Coach Dowd been working on this week?
Well, he's been working guys at quarterback. It's not like they never played quarterback before. So Reed Brown's been taking reps at the quarterback position, and really him and Will were really head-to-head the whole time. I kind of stole Reed at the beginning of the year because I needed him in the secondary to play free safety, and Will was doing a good job with quarterback. So we kind of made that switch because I needed the quarterback in the secondary with Reed at free, and then Will, on offense. And so Reed's a guy that can step up and that can get it done. And then, you may see some wildcat too from, number 10 in the backfield. So we'll see what happens. It just depends on how the game goes. And then you have Keaton Flaherty as well. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how we're executing, but we plan on putting points up. We plan on being really tough on defense.
All right, well, as we said, they're kind of a double threat offense. They've got a good defense. They have some big players that we have to contend with too. So when you break it down, where do you see some pluses and some minuses for Oskaloosa? Where do you think you match up well, and where are some areas that you think could be vulnerable?
I think personnel-wise with our skill positions, we match up. I think we match up really well. There's some height differences with the 6'8" receiver, and they have some really good skill guys. You're not going to see burners out there like Norwalk. They have fast guys. They have, and we have fast guys too, but like Norwalk was just a whole different beast when it came to that type of speed. So they don't have that type of speed because that's like some of the best in the state, but they do have fast players, real quick players. I think on the line of scrimmage, I think our D-line, is going to give them a lot of fits with their offensive line. Their offensive linemen, they're big and they're physical. I think our defensive line is going to give them some trouble with some of the looks that we're going to see. Big question mark for offensive line.
Ready to go tonight?
And so the synergy you need with
I got all our district
and then
teams in here, and then the teams we played.
They need to be on the same page and can a mental breakdown. So our offensive line is a question mark right now, and that's the challenge. I want them to step up and really play well together. And this week we've thrown a lot of new faces in there, and so we'll see how it turns out.
Albion, Eddyville going at it tonight.
To win tonight, obviously it's going to be a great atmosphere.
Highway 5.
But we need to stay focused when we show up, and we're going to do walkthrough, behind closed doors underneath the stadium to get things started with focus. Homecoming week, you got to focus. And then once it's going, once bullets are flying, we need to look to the sidelines. We need to get calls. We need to communicate with everybody around, get lined up, play hard. It sounds very simple, and it is, but it isn't. With all the distractions going around with this, and that's how fast they get set on the offensive side. So we need to do those things, and then I think we'll end up on the right side of the scoreboard at the end of the night.
All right. Well, it's going to be a good one.
Did you guys hear me up there?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I tried to talk to you a little bit ago and didn't respond, so maybe it wasn't working. So we're good.
Yep, I can hear you good. Did that wind pick up? Is it blowing in some weather?
Yeah, I just looked, and it's gone up. They're about 2 miles an hour since I passed. Looked just a little bit ago. So yeah, it's starting to whip pretty good.
I think that's good for us, though.
Stick around. We'll take a break. Back with more on our pregame powered by Mahaska Drug coming up.
At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska Health.
For nearly 40 years, Musco has specialized in the design and manufacture of sports and large area lighting solutions. From neighborhood ball fields to international speedways, Musco is committed to providing cost-effective lighting solutions and services you can rely on. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting, we make it happen.
All right, welcome back live to Statesman Community Stadium in Oskaloosa. Homecoming 2019 for your Oskaloosa Indians. We're in the Wood Iron Grill press box. My name is Jamie Brockman. I'm joined on the microphone now by Doug DeCock, and also joining us throughout the night going to be OVP student Andres Chavez. On the sideline with our wireless microphone is Coach Jay Harms. And before we get ready for kickoff, let's take a look at tonight's weather conditions prior to kickoff, which we're watching very close tonight. They're presented by Totalscape Lawn Care in Oskaloosa. Coach, much different conditions this week than the first four.
Yeah, for once, hey, my update down here might mean something, guys. Right now 70 degrees, and we're at a 20% chance of rain right now. The biggest concern, I think, as you just mentioned too, there's a little bit of lightning that's, it's away yet, so it's not right here. And again, a big factor in this game tonight is going to be the winds. They've picked up down here about 11, 12 miles an hour out of the north. I think you were mentioning, Doug, it might be a benefit to us tonight in this football game. And one thing to also mention, guys, is that our big screen that we've been having down here on the sidelines, for the past few games it's not out here tonight, that they've been able to make adjustments from because of threatening weather conditions.
All right, well, thank you very much, Coach. And those weather conditions at kickoff presented by Totalscape Lawn Care, Oskaloosa's hometown lawn care company, proudly supporting our Oskaloosa Indians. Well, looks like Oskaloosa will receive the opening kick to start this football game, so the Indian offense will get first dibs tonight to try to put some points up on the board. And here we go. We are underway at Statesman Community Stadium. That kick into the back of the end zone for a touchback. Oskaloosa will start 1st and 10 at their own 20. Here is the starting offense for your Oskaloosa Indians. Up front, the center is Gavin Higgins, a junior. The right guard is Tommy Melton. He's a junior. We may also see Nick Tomes out there, a junior. Right tackle is Noah Ide. Left guard, Cale Bollinger. Left tackle, Colton Butler. The running back in the starting lineup tonight, we're going to see Andrew Else in there, and also some Tyler Miller when he's not playing quarterback. The tight end will be Noah Van Veldhuizen. Slot back Wyatt Creer. May see some Cooper Spry in there tonight. Wide receivers will be Isaac Schultz. Cale Holmberg will kind of be at the fullback position. And the quarterback, it's going to be back and forth with Reed Brown and Tyler Miller tonight, offensively for Oskaloosa. So here we go, 1st and 10. First offensive play of the game for Oskaloosa, and it is Tyler Miller taking the snap, and he keeps it himself, coming out to the left side, and he's going to pick up 4 to the 24-yard line.
So they come out in pistol formation there with Miller at quarterback, and Tyler said I think this is the first game he's ever started at quarterback.
It is.
He's in there, and Oski in a hurry here, going right to the pistol.
2 receivers to each side for Tyler Miller, who's in the shotgun. Now they adjust to the Grinnell defense as they look to the sideline for the play. 2nd down and 6 from the 24-yard line. Miller takes the snap, and he's going to hand it off left side. And nice hard run, bouncing off the run and spinning for an extra yard. That is Wyatt Creer. Nice run there by the senior Wyatt Creer to the 29-yard line.
That was a good, powerful run by Creer, number 24. He made contact and then was able to get another 2 yards to bring up 3rd and short for the Indians.
Oski hurrying it up again. They get up to the line quick. Grinnell gets set, then they look to Coach Dowd for the adjustment on the play call. We're just underway, opening quarter here at Statesman Community Stadium. Defensively for Grinnell up front, tackles are Cameron Stevenson and Mateus Duff. Defensive ends are Trey Goldman and Preston Dodd. And here we go, Miller keeps it again. He's across the 30 and does not go down on first contact. Indians running the ball hard on these first 3 plays, and Miller's out to the 34-yard line. So that's first down for Oskaloosa, another 5 there for Tyler Miller. Defensively again for Grinnell, Stevenson and Duff the tackles, Goldman, Dodd the defensive ends. Linebackers are Wyatt Hunter, Eli Rose, Kyle Dillon. Cornerbacks are A.J. Wilkins, Cole McGriff, and the safeties are Owen Kaufman and Logan Estelle.
Well, if the early plays are any indication, you can see the difference in the physicality of Oskaloosa and Grinnell. I'm telling you, the Indians have played some tough teams. And they're probably right now saying to themselves, "Ooh, wow."
Wyatt Creer just carried that one for 5 more. 2 carries, 10 yards for Miller. 2 carries, 9 yards for Wyatt Creer. Here we come now with the option. Miller pitches it to Creer, 40, and forward to the 44-yard line. That's 5 more for Wyatt Creer.
Well, nice play there. A little kind of an option play. Creer kept it good spacing between him and Miller on the pitch play to the left there. So Oskaloosa racking up some first downs. It looks to me like they're just short by 6 inches on this one.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is what we need, guys. You mentioned we've gotten maybe two third down situations, and they've been third and really, really short. So that's what this offense needs, running this pistol with Tyler.
About the nose of the football short of the first down. So it is 3rd and short for Oskaloosa. 2 receivers to each side.
Ooh, just about had him off sides there. Grinnell just about jumped off.
And number 7, Kyle Dillon, coming up to show blitz. Now he backs off. Tyler Miller's going to keep it himself. Looking to get to the corner. He does. He's got the first down. Now going forward to the 43-yard line. 4 yards for Tyler Miller.
So another first down. I'm watching Miller close when he gets up. He's showing no ill effects right now of that shoulder. We should mention that Miller is left-handed throwing. It is his right shoulder that is the one that was bothering him coming into this week.
All right, 2 receivers at each side once again. Miller in the shotgun with Creer in the backfield on 1st and 10 from Grinnell's from Oski's 47-yard line.
Now, Grinnell's defense does not move any. They don't shuffle any. Norwalk last week was very mobile or moving on defense when Oskaloosa would do this.
Snap back to Miller. They hand it to Creer. Creer goes straight forward and gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
That was blown dead, I think, right at the handoff, so I'm not sure what, didn't see what they called here, but the whistle blew right before the snap.
Well,
procedure must be here.
Yeah, it is going to be procedure against Oskaloosa. So,
and we're going to have some of that. I mean, there's no way to avoid that. You got a brand new quarterback in there, and those things are going to happen.
And now look, you've got Reed Brown on the field there, number 6, lined up wide to the left as a receiver.
He's been in there the whole time.
Okay. So you've got 3 receivers left. Noah Van Veldhuizen, the tight end, is on the end of the line to the right. There goes Holmberg in motion, and they fake it to him straight ahead for Tyler Miller.
Oh, that should be a spear.
Yeah,
late hit.
And
wow.
Miller got to the 45-yard line, picked up 3, but no flag on the play on the late hit that we saw.
Well, there's 2 of them there. He's on the ground. The Oski coaches are not happy about this, and honestly, I'm not either. That was kind of a double cheap shot, trying to pound it on his shoulder there, it looked like.
Remember, there is a little bad blood between these two, on Grinnell's side anyway. So it was a loss of 3 for Tyler Miller, my bad. Loss of 3. It's going to be 2nd and 13. Line of scrimmage is Oski's 44-yard line. Oski eating up almost 4 minutes off this opening drive clock. Tyler Miller rolling left. He's looking to throw. He does throw on the run. It's caught by Holmberg at the 48-yard line. 4-yard gain there on the first pass from Tyler Miller to Cale Holmberg.
So nice little roll out there. Holmberg was open early. You'd like to see Tyler get the ball to him a little bit quicker, and maybe he can turn it upfield. Waited just a hair too long there. So this is going to be the first 3rd and long situation for the Indians. 3rd and 9 here.
All right, so you may have to go to the air here. Trips to the right, 1 left. Shotgun for Miller with Creer in the backfield. 8:17 to go, first quarter. 3rd and long, 3rd and 9 for Oskaloosa. Just shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Over 3.5 minutes on this drive for Oskaloosa. Deep drop for Miller. He's looking to the right side of the field. He throws looking to Holmberg. Holmberg was in front of his defender. Had he caught that, he had some green to run, but it's incomplete. And it's going to bring up 4th down for Oskaloosa. Looks like punt team coming on.
Well, actually, the pass was intended for Creer out there in the flat. He was guarded by number 28, the running back, Wyatt Hunter, and the linebacker on defense for Grinnell, and just overthrew him. But you're right. He had some territory if they make that catch.
So Oskaloosa will punt after a 3-minute and 48-second opening possession. And here comes the punt. And that is Aaron Blom punting the football. And it's going to bounce and go out of bounds around the 25-yard line. We'll see where they officially spot it. Should be right around the... Ooh, they're coming...
No.
They're coming clear up to
What's he doing?
Yeah, about 25, 24-yard, 23-yard line is where they're going to spot it. That's right. All right, so here's the offense for Grinnell. The center is Chase Williams. The right guard is Cameron Stevenson. The right tackle, Dodge Saucer. Left tackle, Trey Goldman. Left guard is Max Lovall. Tight end, Matthew Durr, switching with Kyle Dillon. Wide receiver, A.J. Wilkins. Owen Kaufman. We'll see some Alex Smith as well. The slot back is Cole McGriff. The running back, top running back in all of Class 3A, number 28, Wyatt Hunter. And the quarterback, a freshman, Dallas Saucer. They line up with trips to the right. Now they use motion, coming to the left. Snap it back, and they hand it off to the running back, Hunter, and he goes straight forward to the 25-yard line, picks up just 2.
So number 75 for Grinnell is their big lineman, Dodge Saucer. He's a junior, 6'5", 255. So I would expect them to try to run behind him quite a bit tonight. That first play was right off the left hip of the center, and the Indians defended it pretty well, holding them to 2 yards.
And he is also the coach's son and the older brother of the quarterback, the freshman Dallas Sauser. Motion to the right this time. Screen pass into the backfield.
Good
and
tackle.
Nice tackle there, you're right. Mason Ford, I think, the first to wrap him up, and he picks up 3 to the 28.
Nice job there. And if you're watching on TV and you're like, wow, that number 10 looks really skinny, he is. He's 125 pounds, so he's not very big. He's a freshman.
That was Hunter on the reception, the running back. We'll give you the Oski defense here after this play, as Grinnell is looking at 3rd and 5 from their own 28-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. Sauser in the shotgun, and he's looking to throw. And, it's in and out of the hands of the intended receiver at midfield.
Aaron Blom on the coverage, and he was running pretty well with him right there.
That was Cole McGriff, the intended receiver. He's the leading receiver for Grinnell. 16 catches, 260 yards, and a couple TDs.
So good 3 and out for the Indians right away. I was going to mention Jamie split wide right there was number 12, Owen Kaufman. We need to keep an eye on him. He's a 6'8 junior.
Yeah.
So Mason Ford was pressing him at the line on that 3rd down play.
The defense for Oskaloosa, by the way, the tackles are Kenny Satimi and Bobby Opheim, with Quan Lewis is going to play some tonight. You'll see him out there, number 17. First action this year for him when he gets out there, and I know Coach Jenkins has liked what he's seen out of Quan Lewis. The defensive ends for the defense are Noah Van Veldenhuizen and Walker Newman. Linebackers are Cody Gunn, Tyler Miller. We'll see some Leland Evans out there. Also Wyatt Creer. We'll see some Andrew Else. Colin Snitker. Might see some Aaron Blom from time to time. He just made that last tackle. Free safeties Reed Brown. The cornerback is Isaac Schultz. May see some Sullivan Ty occasionally. And the cornerback is Mason Ford. Might see some Zach Beebe out there tonight as well in one of the cornerback positions. So here's Oski again after the punt, 1st and 10, starting at their own 30-yard line this time. And Cody Gunn.
He is out there at a wide receiver
left.
spot.
Yep, Cody Gunn is wide left, and you've got 2 receivers wide to the right. Miller in the shotgun.
Whoop.
And a bad snap. Grinnell looked like they were on it initially. They do get it. And 10-5 touchdown. Bad snap back to Miller.
Well, I don't know if it was that or they caught him. He just caught him off guard.
Yeah.
We'll have to see the replay here.
6:29 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, it was high.
Yeah, high and to his right. From where I was
and then watch the replay here. Grinnell jumped on it initially. It squirted out, and then you see right there, he picks it up on the run at about the 18-yard line and takes it all the way into the end zone. What's the number on that?
Number, I think it was
7.
7, okay.
Yeah, it's kicker, yep.
Kyle Dillon.
Yep, Kyle Dillon. Fumble recovery. Takes it about roughly 18 yards or so. And Grinnell gets on the board first, and the PAT kick is up and good. So, with 6:29 to go in our opening quarter, Grinnell strikes off an Oskaloosa turnover, and the Tigers take a 7-0 lead. You are watching Oski football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. We'll be back with a kick in 1 minute.
Every morning before my family and I head out the door for the day, we tell each other to be the one. It's a challenge we make to each other to step up and show kindness when we have the opportunity. I'm Mike Sitzma, funeral director here at Bates Funeral Chapel. I see families in some of their toughest times. However, I get to see our community at its best through the outpouring of love and support they show those affected by loss. I challenge you to join me and my family to look for opportunities daily to be the one.
Come experience Penn Central Mall. With a variety of shops, services, restaurants, and more, Penn Central is the place to go for all your shopping and entertainment needs. Grab a gourmet grilled cheese at Wonder Lunch, shop the latest trends at Maurice's, find the perfect gift at Gardner-Collier, or enjoy a night out with ice cream and retro arcade games at Old School Pinball and Arcade. Penn Central also has numerous public events scheduled throughout the year to provide fun for the whole family. Find them on Facebook to stay up to date with deals and upcoming events. Walk, shop, enjoy. Penn Central Mall.
Well, Grinnell strikes first on the bad snap. Fumble recovery around the 18-yard line, return for a touchdown, 7-0 Tigers, and now Kyle Dillon boots that one out the back of the end zone. We've got 2 very impressive kickers here tonight, Aaron Blom for Oskaloosa and Kyle Dillon might be matching him for Grinnell.
He's got a pretty stiff wind at his back, too.
Oh, yeah, he does. He does. So Oski needs to march down the field and answer here with 6:29 to go in this first quarter. So let's see what Coach Dowd has in mind on this possession as the Indians come out of the huddle to the field.
Well, it looks like we have almost dodged all the bullets weather-wise here. It went south and north. I heard there was a tornado warning down by Rathbun. So
wow.
Anyway,
I know there was some hail around Eddyville, and yeah, we've been lucky. It hasn't even rained here. Here's Tyler Miller. Takes a couple of handoffs. Nice throw. It is caught at the 25, 30, 35, 40 down the sideline near the 45-yard line. Wyatt Creer. Great run after the catch there by Wyatt Creer, and he initiated a couple of hits there, Doug.
I like that too. He finished that run off. He made number 4 for Grinnell Pay on that at the end. So nice play. A little fake misdirection both ways, and then a little swing to Creer, and Oskaloosa gets a big gainer on first down.
Yeah, you guys can't see it where you're at, but we're starting to get a little bit of a light show south.
22-yard gain. Here's Miller dropping back to throw again and overthrows Noah Van Veldhuizen, the intended receiver.
Well, and according to my radar, that's going to stay south.
So, yeah, we'll see how aware of that the officials are, because technically, Coach, you probably understand the rule better than any of us, being the softball coach and dealing with it in the summer. But any side of lightning supposedly is if the officials, well, hang on, we'll go back to that in a minute here. If they think it's a threat, it's a 30-minute delay anytime they see lightning.
Yep, each time it strikes, it's another 30 minutes from that point.
So what's the rule on that? Is it just you can see it in the distance, or does it have to be within so many miles?
It's kind of a judgment call by the
Another nice hard run here. Sorry, Coach. Nice hard run across midfield into Tiger territory to the 43-yard line of Grinnell. That is 15 yards on the carry.
Yeah, Wyatt Creer.
Wyatt Creer. Somebody has pumped him up tonight, Doug.
Yeah, he's running hard in there, and that's what we need. But you can see Oskaloosa, there's a nice block there by Colton Butler.
Here's Miller looking to throw, and it is intercepted. Intercepted the 42-yard line, returned back into Oskaloosa territory to about the 42-yard line. So Miller was looking to Noah there, and it was tipped, then bobbled and intercepted and returned back into Oski territory, 42-yard line.
Well, that's 2 turnovers, but Tyler really unloaded a blow with his shoulder on that tackle. Just soon seen push the guy out as hit him like that. I hope he didn't re-injure his shoulder on that.
Yeah, it's too bad. They just had a kind of pretty much a one-man out, down and out, and the guy just jumped the route and stepped right in front of the pass.
1st and 10 Tigers. They keep it on the ground. Good, quick job by Oskaloosa to get him around the legs, and he's able to bounce forward. I think he got to the original. He lost a yard, actually.
Well, yeah, I don't like seeing us fall in love with that passing game into the wind like this. I mean, let's try to run. We were running the ball. Let's keep running the ball. And then when we get the wind in the second quarter, then maybe throw it a little bit more. But our running game's been working.
So Hunter that time did get back to the original line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd down and 10 from the Indians' 42-yard line. Here comes a big rush. Bobby Opheim.
Newman just about had 6.
Bobby Opheim with the sack, and Newman just about able to take that to the house. Big sack, though, by Bobby Opheim.
That would have been a great equalizer.
Actually, it's not a sack. He got rid of the ball.
Yeah, Opheim is, once again, we've talked about it in the previous 2 weeks. He's undersized on the defensive line, but he's awful quick in there, and he splits a lot of gaps and gets some pressure.
3 receivers left, 2 right for Grinnell. 3rd down and 10, still at the original line of scrimmage, about the 43-yard line. 3 to the left, 2 to the right, shotgun, and overthrown.
Opheim in there again immediately. He's quick. I'm telling you, if we don't turn the ball over, and we can win this game.
I agree, and I don't know that Souser has faced this kind of pressure yet.
No.
He's a freshman. I talked to Coach Jenkins, and also Coach Sterner last night at the homecoming parade, and I said, "We're going to show this freshman what varsity football is about?" And he said, "Yep." And they're doing it so far. So now the Tigers will punt for the first time, and he's trying to angle it, and it does go out of bounds. And
late flag here. Got a late flag right in front of our bench.
Is that holding on
number 12 and Blom?
And Blom is limping now. And they're going to mark it out at the 5.
Yeah, that was a great punt, but let's see what the call is going to be here by the officiating staff.
On that last punt, they had the first punt, that Kaufman, the big boy, running down the field, and Blom took him out. So I don't know if he went after Aaron this time and tried to get back, or if Aaron blocked him again. I'm not sure what. Aaron's just talking to Coach Jenkins here. He was showing that he got wrapped around the neck and pulled.
So that horse collar, Jenkins is saying he grabbed him by the back of the neck.
Yep, Coach Jenkins is trying to voice his opinion to the officials from the sideline. This is a long discussion by the officials.
This is a huge call here, because if this is against Grinnell, we're not starting from the 5. I don't know if it's post kick, it might be 15 yards from the 5. But if it was before the kick, you would re-kick it.
Yep.
And that'd be a huge deal.
Well, remember last week, Norwalk had kicked one into the end zone for a touchback and got a penalty. They had to re-kick, and Wyatt Creer had a huge return, a 58-yard return that set up our touchdown right before halftime last week. So, official coming over to talk with Coach Jenkins. Jenkins pleading his case for a horse collar.
We still have not seen a signal. Our camera people, OVP, doing a good job keeping the camera on the man with the call.
And this gives us a chance to run down our crew tonight. I haven't done that yet. Our producer is Camden Silvers. The director tonight is Zach Pearsall. Camera 1 operators, we've got Haven Weil, Holden Hacker. Camera 2, we've got Sullivan Copen, Jackson McCallum, and Devin Allen. Camera 3 operators tonight, Hunter Kalman, Tyler Hurl, and Austin Vanderhyde. And here helping us commentate throughout the night, off and on, rotating with Doug, is Andres Chavez. Still have not seen a signal on what the call is going to be. Coach Jenkins still pleading his case. You can see him on screen there.
Yeah, they're still want to bring. I think they want to bring in the whole crew and talk about this again.
Big.
No, maybe not.
This is a big call. I think hopefully they want the ball.
They're picking.
No, they're walking. They're walking back there.
They're going to go.
Yeah, but how about you tell us what the call is?
I don't think they know.
I think it went against us.
All right, here comes the signal. Holding on the defense against Oskaloosa.
Well, pin us deep here.
Yeah, that's going to pin us right back almost.
Oh, unsportsmanlike. Oh. Well, offset here. We got an unsportsmanlike conduct.
So would you go half the distance back to the 2.5?
Wait
then they called another unsportsmanlike conduct call against Oskaloosa.
So there's 3 calls on this. There's the holding against Oskaloosa, and then there's offsetting unsportsmanlike penalties.
It's at the 2.5. So you go half the distance on the holding call from the 5, puts it at the 2.5, and then the other one's offset.
Crazy. All right. So Oskaloosa pinned deep here. They're going to start at their own 2.5-yard line as we have 5:06 to go in this opening quarter of play. 7-0 Grinnell. If you're just tuning in, the Tigers scored on a Oski turnover on a bad snap. They recovered a fumble, returned it 18 yards for a score. Oski is also throwing an interception tonight, so 2 first-quarter turnovers, and now pinned deep in their own territory, starting this drive at the 2.5-yard line.
You know, I'd almost like to see us get Aaron Blom off of that punt return team. 2
receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Miller from the shotgun keeps it himself and steps through a couple of tackles. He's across the 5, fighting.
9 yards on first down.
Yeah, gets just across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Nice hard run there by Tyler Miller. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and short. A little breathing room now for Oskaloosa, just across the 10-yard line. 4:40 to go. 2nd and short, Oskaloosa. This is the first quarter, 7-0 Grinnell. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Miller rolling to his left. There's a flag in the backfield, probably a hold against Oskaloosa. Miller does get the first down over on the sideline, but the flag most likely against Oskaloosa will bring it back.
Well, that looks like one of the Peters boys holding the down marker got ran over on that play.
Now, great job by the coaches, though, to call that play. You know, on a second and short, you use the fast legs of Miller, and he knows exactly where that down marker is. He knows where he needs to go, and he did it just perfect. But it's coming back, and then some on a penalty against Oskaloosa. Holding.
Well, if you're Oskaloosa, you're really, statistic-wise, you're dominating this game outside of 2 turnovers and penalties. Otherwise, this game is,
whole different story.
Is a whole different story because we've shown the ability to move the ball and we've stopped them for nothing both times they've had it.
4:27 to go, first quarter. Line of scrimmage now the 5-yard line of Oskaloosa. And here comes Miller. He's rolling to the left, looking to throw. Tries to plant, and Grinnell's going to swarm him right at the goal line.
Well, our receiver went out and was blocking. He wasn't even running a route. And he just kept blocking, and there was nobody else to throw to out there for Miller.
So that's as close to a safety as you can get. The nose of the football is going to be almost touching that goal line.
Well, what a frustrating thing. If you're a quarterback, you're rolling out and there's no receivers. They're blocking and not looking back for the ball.
Yep. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and long for Oski. And again, the line of scrimmage is inside the 1-yard line with 3:43 to go in this first quarter. Oh, another bad snap, and that's going to be a Grinnell safety. Bad snap. Miller had no choice, and they wrap him up and sack him in the end zone for the safety. So that's 2 points for Grinnell with 3:34 to go in the first quarter. They're now up 9-0, and now you'll do a free kick back to Grinnell.
You know what, though? That's not such a bad thing. You got the wind blowing 20 miles an hour out of the north. You're going to kick right into the wind. If you kick from back there, they're going to have the ball at the 30-yard line or closer. So, actually, a safety right there, I think, is a good thing.
All right.
You can always find a positive out of a negative.
Yeah, sure. So it's 9-0 Grinnell. They scored on an Oski turnover on a fumble recovery, 18-yard return with 6:29 to go in the first quarter. And now with 3:34 to go in the first quarter, the Grinnell defense gets the safety and takes the 9-0 lead. That was just ugly from the start on that one. 3 penalties on the punt that pinned Oskaloosa around the 5-yard line. And Oski got called for holding, and then each team with unsportsmanlike penalties, those offset. Oski had the ball at the 2.5-yard line. First play got a nice hard run out just across the 10. Backwards from there, a penalty, and then a bad snap resulting in the safety.
Well, our body language right now on the field is not good. These guys, somebody's got to pick them up, get them refocused and energized. They need to realize that this is a game they can win. It's only 9-0. Things can turn in a hurry here.
All right, so Oskaloosa will kick. It'll be a free kick here, so you don't use the tee. It's like a punt.
Well, I think Blom is going to tee it up.
You can use the tee.
So he's going to be kicking it from his own 20-yard line. Grinnell, deep guys back around they're backing up. They're around the 25-yard line.
Well,
he's kicking into the wind.
The wind's died just a little bit.
So here comes the kick after the Grinnell safety. Aaron Blom. It's going to be received by, it's going to bounce and die right around the 35-yard line.
Well, that's not bad. Oh, it is a penalty. I didn't know if it was like a punt. You know, if it's a kickoff and it goes out of bounds, they get it at the 35.
Hey, Doug, just got a note from Joe Millage that we are live right now on Thunder Country 96.7 KIIC as Albia's homecoming game against Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont is in a weather delay right now. Now, I'll tell you, it's all went around us here in Oskaloosa. We haven't even had any rain yet. We've had some lightning flashes in the distance.
Yeah.
No rain, no delays. 3:34 to go in our first quarter. Grinnell leading Oskaloosa here on Oski's homecoming 9-0. Again, Grinnell scored on a fumble recovery. They returned 18 yards for a touchdown with 6:29 to go in the first quarter. And now moments ago just got a safety with 3:34 to go in the first quarter. 9-0 Grinnell. Tigers now have the football.
Boy, mistakes. Now here's a offsides.
On the defense, yeah.
We have got to get with it here.
Oski called for offsides, lining up defensively, and Grinnell marching forward 5 yards. So they're moving now to the 40-yard line of Oskaloosa. First and 5 at the 40-yard line. 3:34 to go first quarter. 9-0 Grinnell over Oskaloosa on Oskaloosa homecoming. One receiver split to each side for Grinnell. Now they shift to the left. And here is the handoff to their running back.
We're just dominating them up front.
Yeah, and he's wrapped up immediately. That's going to be a 2-yard loss on the carry there by Hunter. Now, for those of you that are just joining us on 96.7 KIIC during the Albia weather delay, didn't hear our pregame, Grinnell does have the #1 running back so far through 4 games this season in all of Class 3A, Wyatt Hunter. Entered with 89 carries for 708 yards and 10 touchdowns, averaging about 8 yards a carry. And Oskaloosa's had his number.
We don't have anybody guarding a receiver over here.
Oskaloosa's had his number tonight. He's now got -1 yards rushing on my chart on 3 carries. Second down and 7. And quick throw wide open at the 40-yard line. He goes forward to the 43. Or excuse me, I'm sorry, we're going downhill. My bad. He goes forward to the 37, picks up 6.
Yeah, watching down here in the sidelines, guys, Tyler Miller taking snaps from both Noah Ide and Gavin Higgins, working those 2 guys at center now, trying to work on snaps.
Thank you, Coach. That was Owen Kaufman on the reception, I believe. Third down and short for the Tigers. Tight formation. They handed off to Hunter, and he did not get it. He was hit immediately. The pile's still moving forward, though. No whistles are blowing. And the ball is loose
and
now.
And the Indians got it.
And Oski's on it. The ball came loose. There were no whistles, and Oski has it. It kind of became a rugby pile there, Doug, because he went forward, and there was no hole. It was just stopped. He bounced out of it for a moment. The pile went forward, and then the ball pops out, and Oskaloosa gets it at the 32-yard line.
So they were in a bunch formation there. They direct snap it right to the running back, and he was stopped. They did not blow the whistle, and the ball pops loose, and it looks like I can't see for sure who's on that.
We'll see here when they get up on the replay.
No.
I didn't see it. I'll tell you, though, if I'm Grinnell's coach right now, I'm a little mad they didn't blow the whistle because that play was all but dead.
It was close.
And could have been just, blown dead with no more forward progress, but they let the play go, and Oskaloosa with a big fumble recovery. So Oski's turned it over twice in this first quarter, and now Grinnell with their first.
Well,
here's the handoff to Creer right side. Whistles blow at the handoff, and I think Oskaloosa false start again.
I don't think we were set. You got to be set for a second.
Man, penalties are just eating Oskaloosa up again here in this first quarter. Coach Harms on the sideline, just not focused, or what's going on out there?
Yeah, again, like new quarterback, new cadence, just everything was just not in sync here this first quarter. We can just dodge this and get the wind to our backs here the second quarter and, get a little drive going. I think we'll be okay.
That is Jay Harms. He is down on the Oskaloosa sideline on our wireless microphone. We are in the Wood Iron Grill press box. I'm Jamie Brockman, joined by Doug DeCock. Coming up in the second quarter, we'll be joined on commentary by OVP student Andres Chavez. Here is Tyler Miller, and he finds a hole across the 30, fighting out to the 35-yard line. That's an 8-yard gain by Tyler Miller, who is playing quarterback tonight for Oskaloosa. Last year, Miller was our leading receiver. This year, he's our running back and our leading running back. But our quarterback, sophomore Will Schultz, is out this game with a concussion. So Coach Dowd adjusting, and Tyler Miller is taking snaps as the quarterback. So it was 1st and 15 after the penalty. Miller got 8 there. It's 2nd down and 7 now, right at Oskaloosa's own 35-yard line. 2 receivers to the right. Noah Van Veldhuizen split to the left. Miller in the shotgun. And he's going to keep it himself. No, he handed it off. They went ahead and sacked him back at the 30, but he didn't have the football.
He pitched it to Creer there on that little option play, and good defense by Grinnell. they tackle the quarterback automatically, and then they had some players out there, big number 75.
Yeah, and Grinnell burned a timeout here to make us try to hold us and kick it to the wind.
On second down.
Yeah, so Creer got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Third down and 8, Oskaloosa. Just got word that we're having problems with MCG Channel 7 tonight, so our stream is still live on the Indians Network. So any of you that were watching on MCG Channel 7, we're working on getting the game back on MCG Channel 7, but our stream is still crystal clear and working fine on the Indians Network. So you can go to indiansnetwork.tv. indiansnetwork.tv. And you can watch the live stream as we are waiting to get back on MCG Channel 7.
Hey, guys, how about a shout-out to the late Tyler Sash being chosen to go into the Hall of Fame this year during the football state championship.
Yes, absolutely.
Well-deserved, and that's a nice honor for Tyler Sash.
All right, so that'll be at halftime of, I think, the 4A championship football game. 1:06 to go here in our first quarter. Grinnell just burned a timeout. 3rd and 7, Oskaloosa. Miller running the option. He pitches it to Creer. Big hole for Creer to the outside. He's got the first down and more to the 42-yard line.
He's counting him. He's got him just short on that mark.
I thought he got to the 44-yard line, Coach Harms. What'd you think?
Yeah, Coach Jenkins is going back down the line looking and asking, why.
What in the world?
Now they're moving the chains.
Yeah.
Now they didn't move them.
That was short.
Wow.
Oh boy, they're having. Okay, we'll take it. Thanks for the timeout, Grinnell.
So they're going to spot it at the 42-yard line of Oskaloosa. Just under 1 minute to go, first quarter. Grinnell 9, Oskaloosa nothing. Holmberg comes in motion. Miller, he's got blockers in front of him. And he's going to get forward to about the 43. It's just a short 1-yard gain there for Miller.
Timeout, Grinnell.
And Grinnell using another timeout.
Oh, this is what?
Why would they call timeout here?
They want us to punt into the wind.
Well, I get that, but you have the whole second quarter to go, and you now have one timeout.
Well, I didn't say I thought it was a smart strategy.
Wow.
Well, and then they only got one left, so it's going to be 3rd down.
Yep.
So then you can run, 25 seconds? Yeah, I guess if they stop us, I don't know. Can we still run it out?
This is what? This is 2nd down.
Yeah. So on 3rd down,
we should be able to run it out. I don't think we.
On 3rd down, they'll use their last timeout. Then on 4th down, we can use 25 seconds. So yes, they could still make us punt it into the wind.
But then again, you got to go the whole second quarter with no timeout.
Yeah.
So. Oh well, we'll see if the strategy works for the Tigers. 2nd down and 9 coming out of this timeout, Oskaloosa. Line of scrimmage is the Oski 43-yard line. Grinnell leads 9-0.
Well,
touchdown on the safety.
We don't have. It doesn't look like we have a lot of plays in the playbook. One of them's that option. The other one's kind of the fake handoff and Miller up the middle. But we'll see if we can get another one.
2 receivers to each side. Motion coming from the left. That is Reed Brown on the jet sweep. He gives it to him, and Reed Brown crosses the 45 and is
went out of bounds. So
out of bounds just across the 45 at the 46. So it's a 3-yard gain there for Brown on the jet sweep. So that's going to make it 3rd down and about 6 to go.
Pretty good speed there by Brown around the left end.
Now, Grinnell didn't have to use that timeout because
we did him a favor there.
Brown went out of bounds. So the clock stops with 46 seconds to go in our first quarter. 9-0 Grinnell, a touchdown and a safety by the Tigers in this first quarter on Oski turnovers. 3rd down and 6, Oski at their own 46-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Miller hands it off. That is Creer fighting for yardage, and Creer gets to the 47. It's just a 1.5 yard gain. It was a hard-fought 1.5 yards by Wyatt Creer.
He's been running hard tonight.
Yeah, and they just burned their last time out.
And now Grinnell takes their last time out.
Do you go for it here?
With 39 seconds, I believe, is what the clock showed to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, go ahead and kick it. they're going to get it at the 30-yard line probably at best.
So Grinnell has used all three of their timeouts on this possession for Oskaloosa. And here's the kicker is Grinnell really has not moved the ball offensively.
No.
They have not. I mean, their touchdowns have come on 18-yard fumble recovery that they returned for a touchdown, and then the safety after Oskaloosa got a penalty that backed him up almost to the goal line.
Well, they probably have less than 20 total yards.
Well, on my chart, I have I have Hunter with 0 after a loss, and I show him with like 9 yards.
Yeah, that'd be about right.
So,
they almost got that first down.
Yeah. Couple pass completions is really their only offense. Hunter has not been able to do anything. The top running back in Class 3A entering tonight's game with over 800 yards already, or 700 yards rushing already this season. But Oskaloosa has not given him anything. So out of the timeout, it is 4th and 5, Oski. Line of scrimmage is the Oski 47-yard line. Aaron Blom is in to punt. And he does get the kick away. It bounces around the 30-yard line, goes out of bounds.
And pretty good call, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Should be spotted inside the 30-yard line, probably around the 28, I'm guessing. Yep, 28, 29-yard line.
I tried to field the short hop there, but just got away from me a little bit.
You got your shin there.
Yeah, I did.
32 seconds remain first quarter. Grinnell takes over 1st and 10. They're going to spot it at the 29-yard line of Grinnell. So they have 71 yards to go, 32 seconds remaining. I'm seeing more lightning flashes now in the distance, but nothing that's really threatened us here yet.
Grinnell's line has really tightened up their splits. They have no splits. It's like a tight bunch on the offensive line to try to protect the quarterback because we're just gashing them up the middle.
And they had one receiver split to each side, and now they come in tight. 32 seconds remain first quarter. Oskaloosa coming up, crowding that line of scrimmage. Quarterback rolling left, throws on the run. It is caught, and he's got some room as he gets over to the far sideline, out of bounds, right around the 40-yard line. That's a first down, about 11 yards on the pass completion there.
Well, nice little play there. We sold out on the run, and the number 7 leaked out in the flat, and the quarterback did a nice job hitting him in the flat for first down.
Yeah, that was Kyle Dillon, I believe. So first down, Tigers. 25 seconds remain first quarter now. Now they go back to the wide formation with 2 receivers split to each side. And the freshman quarterback, Saucer, in the shotgun. Grinnell leading 9-0, 25 seconds to go first quarter. Looking to throw, he drops back, can't find anybody, now he runs. Angle into the far side of the field, he'll get out of bounds.
Oh, Aaron Blanc.
He got out of bounds just across the 45-yard line.
Boy, we're lucky we didn't get a 15-yarder there.
Late hit almost, you're saying?
Yes.
Yep. So the quarterback, Saucer, runs for 4 yards. 17 seconds remain first quarter, 2nd and 5, Grinnell. So he got 5 there officially. Line of scrimmage now, the Grinnell 46-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. See what the Tigers do here. Play clock down to 5 seconds. They got to hurry. 1 second on the clock. They snap it just in time, and they hand it off to Hunter. And Hunter goes straight ahead, no gain.
Walker Newman on the tackle there for Oskaloosa. So the Indians have done a really good job inside containing Hunter on running the ball.
Again, the top running back stat-wise in all of Class 3A entering tonight, I have him now for 4 carries. He went for 2, 0, -2, and 0. So Oskaloosa doing a really good job shutting down the number 1 running back in Class 3A. We are through 1 quarter here at Statesman Community Stadium. Grinnell leads 9-0 over Oskaloosa. Homecoming 2019 for the Indians. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back with your second quarter after this on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
My name is Amanda Seeley, and I've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office for 15 years now. I'm a mother of 3 little boys, and since having them, they've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office in Oski Dental. It's been really seamless. I expected a little few hiccups, but he just has this approach that they're very comfortable again. You're the best! We're going to shoot for being a lifelong patient.
When he's not nursing residents with special needs, James' passion is improving his family residence. Hillary? When she's not teaching undergrads, she's cooking up fun for Carson and Owen. The local home loan experts at Midwest One help them buy their home, pay down principal, make improvements, and build up equity. Their local mortgage service was so easy and affordable that James and Hillary even referred a friend. For local mortgage service, choose Simply Better Banking from Midwest One.
All right, welcome back to Lacey Statesman Community Stadium here in Oskaloosa as we go to the second quarter. Grinnell 9, Oskaloosa nothing here on the Indians Network. Also live right now on Thunder Country 96.7 KIIC. Big break for Grinnell there on the first play of the second quarter. The quarterback overthrew his intended receiver. He tipped it up in the air, and it was caught by the guy that was outside, and he gets almost to the first down marker.
Yeah, they got a lucky break right there. That was a wide receiver screen pass that was just drop out receiver, but they got really lucky with the ball getting right into his hands for a first down.
Oh, we got the officials conferring here. What are they talking about?
Well, we'll find out.
I didn't see a flag anyplace.
Might just be discussing the spot, possibly. Where they're standing, Coach Harms, is in front of the first down marker, so it should move the chains here. I'm not sure what they're discussing.
Well, they're talking about something here.
Face mask. I don't see a flag anywhere.
Somebody, one of their linemen went up into our face or something, so moved back.
Yeah, it's going to be a 5-yard mark off on the face mask after the play, it looks like. So.
No, that's the third down again, 3rd and 4.
Yeah, 3rd and 4 from the Tiger 47-yard line. Andres Chavez joining me now in the booth, OVP student at Oskaloosa High School. Jay Harms down on the sideline on our wireless mic. My name is Jamie Brockman in the Wood Iron Grill press box. Second quarter just underway. Here is the snap to Saucer. He throws, and it is incomplete.
Great play by, I think, who was it? Kenny
Satimi.
Yep, Satimi. Yep, got his big paw up there, knocked it down, and hopefully put him in punt formation here. Big stop for Oskaloosa there.
Well, Andres, that was kind of a strange first quarter, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Some weird calls, and all 9 points for Grinnell have come, on Oski miscues. The touchdown came on a fumble recovery. They return 18 yards for a score. And then after a punt that pinned Oskaloosa at the 5-yard line, a penalty backed us up to the 2.5. And play later, we got tackled in the end zone for a safety. So now Grinnell will punt the football. Tyler Miller is back to receive, and it's a short punt. It's going to bounce around the 25 and then bounce forward, and it'll be down by Grinnell at the 27-yard line. So 11:40 to go in our first half. Oskaloosa takes over 1st and 10, and they'll spot it officially at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, kind of interesting on the punts. I was watching that, and Travis was telling Tyler, to go over by the sideline, take away that kick that they've been doing, but the punter just saw where Tyler went to the one sideline. He just turned and kicked it to the other sideline. So they definitely don't want to kick it to Tyler Miller.
All right, offense needs to move the ball here, Andres. We got to answer.
Yes, they do.
11:40 to go in the first half. 2 receivers to the right side. You got Isaac Schultz and Reed Brown, and split wide to the left is Noah Van Veldhuizen. Now Brown goes back over to the left side. He gets set, and the snap to Tyler Miller. And Miller, couple fake handoffs. He's going to be wrapped up and dropped for a big loss. Sacked inside the 20-yard line around the 19. That's going to be a 9-yard loss.
The pressure came off the left side, and Tyler Miller just couldn't find anybody open.
Here's the replay, powered by Salvage Designs. And, boy, he got through there quick. Once again, number 7 for Grinnell. We've said his name a couple times already tonight. He's having a good game defensively. Number 7 for the Tigers.
That was Kyle Dillon.
Kyle Dillon, one of their linebackers, yep. So 2nd and 18. One receiver right, or left, 2 right. Miller drops back, sits in the pocket, waits, and then throws, looking at Isaac Schultz, and it's incomplete at the 40-yard line. Boy, Miller delivered a bullet there.
He really had all the time to throw. Good blocking by the offensive line, but just couldn't throw his man open right there. He was looking for Isaac Schultz there.
So 3rd and 18, Oskaloosa, line of scrimmage still Oski's own 20-yard line. So we need to answer here with some points, but whether we score or not, we need to move the football here so we can try to pin Grinnell deep should we have to punt. You punt from here, and they're going to have the football again probably around the 40-yard line or so. 2 receivers split to each side here for Oskaloosa. On 3rd and 18 from their own 20, 10:56 to go in the first half. Snap to Miller, he's dropping, he's under pressure, throws, it's caught by Creer at the 20, 25, 30, and the 33-yard line, 13 yards on the completion from Tyler Miller to Wyatt Creer.
That was a simple screen pass to Wyatt. There was good blocking there, and now we're set up good for 3rd down.
4th down. Oh. That was 3rd, yeah. So now it's 4th and 5, and looks like the punt team is coming on here. Aaron Blom, you can see coming on. He's the punter. It's going to be 4th and about 6. I thought he got to the 33-yard line. They actually said he went out of bounds at the 31. So it's actually an 11-yard completion there to Creer. Makes it 4th and 7. Line of scrimmage is the Oskaloosa 31-yard line. So Blom well punted away. It's a high punt, all kinds of hang time. And it's over the head of everybody. Beautiful kick by Blom, rolling inside the 10, the 5. And where are they going to say it went out of bounds on that far sideline? They're going to spot it at the 6-yard line. Beautiful punt there by Aaron Blom. That officially is a 63-yard punt. Wow, by Aaron Blom.
Now the defense has to take advantage of this good field position for the defense to stop them and then get the offense good field position.
So 9:59 to go in the first half. 63-yard punt by Blom. And that pins Grinnell at their own 7-yard line. 1st and 10. Homecoming tonight for Oskaloosa. No weather has threatened us here. We can see lightning flashes off in the distance, but not close enough to threaten our game. No rain here at Community Stadium in Oskaloosa. I know the Albia homecoming game right now in rain delay, so we welcome our... Oh, look at that! Oh, he gets rid of it. Last second, it's picked off! It's picked off! Oskaloosa had Sousa wrapped up in the end zone, close to a safety. As he was going down, he threw it up for grabs, and Oskaloosa intercepts it around the 10-yard line. Here's the replay. Let's watch it here. And he threw it the very last second, and that is, I believe, Reed Brown. Yeah, Reed Brown with his 3rd interception of the season, and the Indians are in business as they get 1st and goal at the 8-yard line, deep into the Eye Care Partners red zone. For all your eye care needs, see Dr. Jim Ellis and his staff at Eye Care Partners, located in Penn Central Mall, downtown Oskaloosa. Indians need to convert here after the interception. That's a freshman mistake there. He probably should have just took the safety. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line for Oskaloosa. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Miller keeps it himself, looking for a hole on the left side of the line. The line is moving forward, pushing the pile toward the goal line. And they're going to be around the 2 or 3 yard line, looks like. About the 2-yard line.
That was a nice job by Tyler Miller, keeping his legs churning.
A great push there by the front line, too, for Oskaloosa. Gavin Higgins, Tommy Melton, Noah Ide, Cale Bollinger, Colton Butler up front. 2nd and goal from the 2 for the Indians. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Handoff to Creer. Grinnell wraps him up immediately. And he's going to lose 1 at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, he just gets stuffed up there. The O-line couldn't really stop the penetration from the defense there.
So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 3. Obviously, you're easily, without even saying, in field goal territory here for Blom, but you want the 7 here, not the 3. 9 minutes to go first half. 2 receivers line up right, 1 left. Miller will be in the shotgun. He's got Creer and Holmberg in the backfield. So 3rd and goal, Oskaloosa. Brown and Schultz are wide right. Van Veldhuizen wide left. Option, Miller runs it, pitches it as he's going down to Creer. Creer's got it inside the 5, and he goes forward to, I think, the 2-yard line. So it's just a short gain there. I thought Creer was going to be able to get into the corner there right by the pylon, but not quite. So now it is 4th and goal, Oski from the 2-yard line.
Yeah, see if we burn one here to talk this over. This is really, really crucial.
Well, listen to the fans, this homecoming crowd getting on their feet for their Indians. And we are gonna take a timeout. This is a good timeout by the coaching staff. Big decision here. Do you go for it? 4th and goal from the 2. If you don't get it, Grinnell takes over at the 2-yard line. They've got 98 yards to go. But, you know, do you take the for sure 3? It's going to be interesting to see what coach decides here. So we'll take a timeout with him as well. We'll be right back in the Wood Iron Grill press box after this 30-second timeout.
Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good, on or off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab. Kinetic Edge offers friendly and knowledgeable professionals who will get to know you and your goals to help you get back to doing what you love in no time. Find out more at kineticedgept.com.
All right, we're back in the Wood Iron Grill press box. Big time out here by Oskaloosa, talking things over. 4th and goal from the Grinnell 2-yard line after the Oski interception. And we've ran 3 plays and gone nowhere. Now it's 4th and goal from the 2. This is a for sure 3 by Aaron Blom, but it looks like we are going for it on homecoming on our home field, Coach Harms.
Decide roll the dice here and see if we can punch her in.
Well, if we don't get it, they take over at the 2. They've got a long field, and if you can hold them, you're going to get good field position. So here we go, 4th and goal from the 2. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Tyler Miller keeping it himself. He's got the touchdown, Indians! Touchdown, Oski. Tyler Miller from 2 yards out.
That was a really good job at offensive line, giving him space to run, and when he has the ball in his hands, you know he's going to score.
Big answer there by Oskaloosa.
Yeah, it was. Jamie, I was very surprised that he was able to that corner turn, then tuck it in, and Tyler can do that from the 3-yard line. They're not gonna get him.
So a couple plays we got to point out there. First off, the 63-yard punt by Blom that pinned him deep. Then the almost sack for the safety in the end zone. Saucer throws it last second before he goes down, and it's intercepted by Reed Brown, and then Oskaloosa eventually turns that into 7 points. So Oski answers with 8:07 to go in the second quarter. It's now Grinnell 9, Oskaloosa 7. You're listening to Oskaloosa Homecoming Football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Oskaloosa Indians on the Indians Network.
I'm financial advisor Jennifer Main.
I'm financial advisor Austin Norris.
I'm financial advisor Amber Coffey.
I'm financial advisor Jason Rosenboom.
I am financial advisor Brandon Kane.
I'm financial advisor Michael Bush.
Call us today at 1-800-ED-JONES or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
Well, a big answer by Oskaloosa, and it's now a new ball game. Grinnell 9, Oskaloosa 7 with 8:07 to go in our first half of play. And Coach Harms, you said it during the break there, turnovers have been the story of this game. Grinnell has scored on turnovers. Oskaloosa scores off a Grinnell turnover. And look at the kick coverage by Oskaloosa. That one didn't quite make it in the end zone for Blom.
Oh, we just got a flag too. God darn it.
Well, that was a returnable kick. And then Oskaloosa swarms him and drives him back, and then a late flag at the end of that. That's going to give him 15 most likely. So the return only came out to the 17-yard line. And I'm going to guess we'll tack on 15 to this, and they'll get out across the 30. I can hear the stat crew talking over there trying to figure out who to credit for that tackle. They said there were 4 or 5 Indians in on that tackle there on that return. So great coverage downfield. Don't forget that despite this penalty. Still waiting for the penalty. See Coach Jenkins telling the officials he thinks they should wave it off. Oh, they're calling hold.
No, personal foul.
Oh, personal foul, sorry. Personal foul, Oskaloosa.
Yeah, they felt that the whistle blew and we kept guy. And, of course, we did tackle him then, and that's when the flag came out. Oh, darn it. We had him pinned. Nice job. That Blom kind of hung it up there to give us a chance to cover the kick, and we did exactly what we wanted to do, but then we got the penalty.
All right, so just like we thought, 15-yard penalty. Out to the 32-yard line now for Grinnell. 1st and 10. They send one receiver wide to each side. Saucer hands it off in the backfield, and again he goes nowhere. Oski wraps him up for a loss back near the 25-yard line. That's going to be 26-yard line, a loss of 6 that time for Hunter. So he's now negative rushing yards first half.
That was Aaron Blum with the tackle. Nice coverage outside following the ball. And good tackle, loss of yards.
6-yard loss, 2nd and 16. Grinnell, line of scrimmage now their own 26-yard line. Again, they hadn't played the toughest competition, but Hunter, the top running back in all of Class 3A through the first 4 weeks, negative yardage in the first half here. There's a catch made.
No, it dropped it.
Oh, he did drop it. Yeah, I thought he did. Yeah, they were looking at McGriff, and he couldn't haul it in. He's their leading receiver, 16 catches, 260 yards, a couple touchdowns coming in, and couldn't hold on to that one.
Yeah, the quarterback's got a little happy feet right now after he threw that pick, being tackled in the end zone. You can see that he's not as confident as he was that first quarter.
Well, he's a freshman, and he's getting his real first test this season, really, by a pretty physical Oskaloosa defense. 3rd and long, Grinnell, 3rd and 16. They've got 3 receivers, 2 receivers wide, 1 in the slot on the left side, and 1 receiver split wide to the right. On 3rd and 16 from their own 26-yard line. And they're going to throw it.
Ooh, that's almost
Yeah, that almost was picked for 6 by Isaac Schultz as it was through the hands of the intended receiver. Again, they were looking at McGriff.
Yeah, that was close to being thrown backwards. Fumble, but they waved and said nope, it was a forward pass, but good job by the D.
Yeah, and credit Isaac Schultz there for not giving up on the play either, because he ran it all the way into the end zone because he thought, same thing you thought, Coach, that it might have been thrown backwards and could have been a fumble. So, the penalty doesn't hurt Oskaloosa as Grinnell goes backwards. They lose 6 on that drive, and now they will punt and should be good field position for Oskaloosa. Miller standing back at his own 45-yard line to receive. And we've got movement all over the place before the snap on this punt. Flags fly, play whistle dead.
I think we jumped first, but we'll see. Maybe they got him for procedure. Maybe they moved the ball.
Grinnell's going backward.
Yep,
Coach.
they did. Great.
So they call motion against Grinnell.
See if the punter tries to stay away from Tyler. If he's whichever side Tyler shades, he's been trying to kick. Now Tyler's straight on this time.
So Miller moves forward, now into Grinnell territory around the 47-yard line. He's standing to receive this punt. They angle it away from, well, no, he's gonna catch it on his knee at the 46-yard line of Grinnell. And the play immediately whistled dead because he was on his knee when he caught it. So 7:09 to go in the first half. Oski, this is a big possession right here, Andres. We're in Grinnell territory at the 46-yard line. Momentum is ours now. We got to turn this into 7.
Yes, we do.
1st and 10 at their own, at the Grinnell 46-yard line.
It seems like both teams have had the win now, have been able to move the ball as this has been a much better quarter for us here. And we still got 7:09 to go. And
have you noticed any kind of a win let-up down there or increase?
Earlier I looked when Doug said that he thought the wind had died down. It hadn't. I'll double check here.
I'm showing still winds about 10, 12 miles an hour at the moment. 66 degrees our temperature under cloudy skies. No rain tonight. Fake handoff, and then Miller throws it to Reed Brown in the flat. And Brown with his footwork trying to make something happen. Gets across the 45, falls to the 44, a gain of 2. Pass in the flat there on the right side to Brown. 2nd down and 8. Actually, yeah, I'm showing wind gusts up around 15 miles per hour. The wind's coming out of the north, and temperature right now is a little bit chilly, 66 degrees.
Yeah, it is.
Here's the handoff. Wyatt Creer, big run by Wyatt Creer up the middle. He explodes through that hole across the 40 and dives forward to the 37-yard line. 7 yards for Wyatt Creer. Folks, I'm telling you what, number 24 is running the ball as hard as I've seen him all year long.
The offensive line opened a huge hole for him that was really easy for him to just go up the field, and he was physical, and that should have been a first down in my opinion.
Yeah, they're actually, I don't like the spot either, but they're going to line it up about a yard shy.
Well, definitely 2 down territory, to get a yard, but
2 receivers split to each side. Miller in the shotgun, 3rd and short. Here's the pitch to Creer on the outside. And fighting for the first down. He's met right at the marker and driven back. This is going to be a big spot. They're marking it just shy of the first down again. The nose of the football is right at the first down marker at the 36-yard line.
Yep, first down.
And it is a first down. Nice job, Wyatt Creer. Got just enough. Wyatt Creer getting a chance to show what he can do as the number 1 running back with Miller playing quarterback tonight, and he is impressive. First and 10 Indians now at the 36 of Grinnell. 9-7 is the score. Grinnell leads it. 5:54 to go in the first half. Oskaloosa moving with the wind at their back here, and you can see that big American flag by the scoreboard is fully extended with that north wind right now. No rain, though, here in Oskaloosa. And here's the handoff again to Creer. Left side, following blockers across the 35, falling forward to the 33. 3 more yards for Wyatt Creer.
The offensive line is just having their way with the Grinnell's defensive line, giving Wyatt enough space to get enough yards, move down the field, while shooting up clock at the same time.
Twin receivers to each side again for Tyler Miller. Has Wyatt Creer with him in the backfield. 2nd down and 8. From the Grinnell 34-yard line. Clock rolling with 5:20 and counting to go first half. Oski now. They come up to the line, they get set, then they look to the sideline once the defense shows their formation. And they're going to snap it with 2 seconds left on the play clock. They fake the handoff on the end around. That is Tyler Miller. And Miller has a first down as he's across the 25. In fact, he's up about the 23-yard line. 11 yards there for Tyler Miller.
That was a real nice physical run. He had a lot of space to run, and he created more than that was there for him.
Yes, he did. Got the last 4 or 5 all by himself there. Look at that hard run by number 10. Great job on the replay there. Powered by Salvage Design, and our OVP crew down in the production room doing a great job on those replays tonight.
Yep.
Jasmine Lieb running the replays tonight. Fantastic job.
Just want to take care of the football here now. Pretty good position. We got 2 timeouts, moving the ball.
Oh, Miller fakes a pass. Now he's going to use his feet. He's across the 20 into the Eye Care Partners red zone at the 18-yard line. 4 more yards for Tyler Miller after he faked did a pump fake there looking toward Creer, who was running a slant pattern out of the backfield.
Definitely in field goal range already, but we'd like to top this off with 7.
Oh, yeah. We could lose 40 yards on this possession, and we're still in field goal territory with Aaron Blom with the wind at his back. Right now, if we gain no more yardage, it would be about a 35-yard field goal. Line of scrimmage is the 18 in the Eye Care Partners red zone. Tyler Miller on the option, decides to keep it himself up the middle. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Indians. Tyler Miller. What a run. 19 yards. Look at it here on the replay. Look at the finish of it.
Yeah, he turned on the Jets. He turned on the Jets when he saw that little opening, and great run, great read by Tyler.
3:56 to go in the first half. Oski takes their first lead. They fell behind 9-0. And now if Blom converts this PAT, it's 14 straight points for the Indians. Beautiful 19-yard run by Tyler Miller. And Blom for the PAT. Cooper Spry, the holder. The kick is up. It is good. Oskaloosa, 14 straight points. They lead Grinnell now 14-9 with 3:56 to go in our first half. You are watching and listening to Oskaloosa Homecoming Football on the Indians Network presented by Craig Ford. We're also live on 96.7 Thunder Country KIIC during the Albia Homecoming rain delay, and we hope you're enjoying this one. Oski 14, Grinnell 9, 3:56 to go in the first half. We'll be back.
With 16 bays and several trained technicians, Bill & Ray's operates the finest diesel engine repair and towing service in Southeast Iowa. They perform complete engine repair, electronic diagnostics on all types of engines, drivetrain rebuilding, fleet service, and motor coach repair, along with 24-hour wrecker service with no limit on travel radius. Bill & Ray's will get you back on the road. Bill & Ray's, Highway 23 Oskaloosa, and proud supporter of Oski Indians activities.
Stop out at Stam Garden Center and Nursery for all your outdoor needs. Stam Garden Center will have a fresh supply of a wide variety of fall annuals, perennials, shrubs, and trees to fit any budget. Autumn Acres will be open Saturday, September 21st, and be open each Friday evening and Saturday through October 26th. Autumn Acres has family fun for everyone, so stop out at Stam Garden Center and Nursery and experience autumn.
We are back in the Wood Iron Grill press box at Statesman Community Stadium in Oskaloosa. 14 straight points by Oskaloosa after falling behind 9-0, and the Indians lead 14-9. Kickoff right at the goal line, fielded by Grinnell.
Gee.
And they bring the return out across the 15, about the 17, then a big pile. And well, I tell you what, Coach, they're not blowing that whistle in a hurry on those big pileups, are they?
No, and that's what Coach Jenkins was just raising his arm. Our kids were not letting up. They were still trying to tackle him, but they should have been, they had him stood up, and that should have been blown dead. That's where we got that 15-yard penalty before. All
right, so they returned it to the 18-yard line before Oski pushed them back. So, again, long field for Grinnell here. 3:45 to go in the first half. First and 10 Grinnell from their own 18-yard line. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. 14-9 Oskaloosa leads. Huge crowd here for homecoming tonight. Motion from the left for Grinnell. And they fake the sweep, the jet sweep, and then they hand it off. And look at that front line and linebackers once again of Oskaloosa. Again, that is Hunter, and he goes nowhere. In fact, he's going to lose 2, I think, at the 16. It's right between the 16 and 17-yard line there. So again, Hunter, the leading running back in Class 3A, entering this game, and he is in negative yardage in this first half.
Yeah, it'd be big if we could hold him here, with no gain, and then put him 3rd and long, and we got 2 timeouts and get the ball here before the end of the half with the wind again.
Oski crowding that line of scrimmage. Everybody up. Look at that. In the box. Freshman quarterback looking to throw. It's incomplete. Right there with him on the coverage was Reed Brown. And once again, they were looking to number 2, Cole McGriff. Incomplete. 2:55 to go in the first half. Well, my broadcast partner, Doug DeCock, as he said in the first, in the pregame, he thought Grinnell, he thought their numbers, their stats were a bit misleading due to the competition they played, and he's exactly right. Tonight they're getting come alive as the Indians 1-9 with 6 seconds to go in the first half. You're watching Oski football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. We'll take a 1-minute break, kickoff, and the final seconds of the first half coming up.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
What a second quarter by Oskaloosa. Defense is doing their job. Grinnell, most likely, negative yards in the first half as far as I can tell. We'll get the official numbers coming up here at halftime, but the Oski defense has come to play tonight, and the offense is turning their work into points. 21-9, Oski leads it, 6 seconds to go in the first half, and 21 unanswered here by Oskaloosa. Going to be a short kick by Blom this time. And short return. It was fielded just inside the 30. Returns it across the 30 to the 33. And Grinnell will get one shot here with 3 seconds to go in the half. Starting at their own 33-yard line. So again, just kind of play that zone prevent defense here for Oskaloosa. Don't let them beat you deep. And head to the locker room with a 21-9 lead and all the momentum on the side of the Maroon. Just the physical play has made a difference here in the second half, or second quarter, excuse me.
They're going to kneel it.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe. Now the quarterback drops back. Looks like kind of a victory formation here just to get out of the half for Grinnell. And that's exactly it. They snap it. Quarterback takes a knee, and that is the end of the first half. 21-9, Oskaloosa goes to the locker room scoring 21 straight. Everything working for the maroon and white tonight. What a second quarter by Oskaloosa. They lead it 21-9. Coming up here, we'll have our RE/MAX recap for you in a few minutes. We'll look at the first half stats. We'll bring you the entire performance by the Oskaloosa Marching Band at halftime. The Dance Dynamics team coming out on the field right now. And here in a moment, Coach Harms will talk with Coach Jenkins, who's having a talk right now with the head official on the sideline, talking some things over.
Yeah, he thought there was a cheap shot on that short kick by Blom. He wasn't happy that there was no flag called on that.
All right, he's coming at you, Coach Harms. So Coach Jay Harms on the wireless microphone on the sideline. We'll catch up with Coach Jake Jenkins here as he heads to the Indian locker room. 21-9, Oski leading it at halftime. There you see the Dance Dynamics team. Numerous girls from this team selected to the all-state dance and drill team, which will be coming up at state basketball. All right, okay. Coach Harms.
Yeah, Coach Jenkins down here. Coach, man, 21 points that second quarter. Got the ship righted and got things going.
And we did. I knew defensively we could really shut these guys down. And then when I see it, it makes me excited. I got so much stuff I want to run at them. I haven't had a chance to. And then offensively, having Will out hurts us. You got to battle. Things are going to happen. I didn't think we'd spot them 9 points. You know, last year they complained we scored late with our sophomores on their varsity. We spotted them 7. So the way I look at it, we spotted them 9 points, and we're going to go win the game.
Okay, thanks, Coach. Coach already had the locker room. He's fired up, guys. So hopefully, again, we'll see what we saw at that second quarter carrying on into that second half.
All right, thank you very much. Coach Jay Harms on the Oskaloosa sideline for us all night on our wireless microphone. So Dance Dynamics performing right now on the field. Again, several of these girls have been selected through tryouts to be part of the All-Iowa Dance and Drill team, which performs at the girls' state basketball tournament. So congratulations. I don't have those names in front of me now, but congratulations to them. Coach Katie Kane doing a fantastic job with them. And we're going to feature, in fact, on our Indians Corner program, which will be coming up. We film that on Sundays at our studio and office there in Penn Central Mall. And then it airs on MCG TV on Wednesdays at 4 and 10 p.m. And then there's several replays throughout the week. But a lot of these girls that you see right now are going to be part of that show on Sunday as we visit with them about being selected to the All-Iowa Dance and Drill team. All right, time now for the Oskaloosa Marching Indians. They're under the direction of Chris Coleman. They're getting ready for competition time. I think it starts next week, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's this weekend, but I think it's next weekend. They've got their whole show put together now. They showcased it at the coronation ceremony last night. And tell you what, it's really coming along. So we're going to let you enjoy the Oskaloosa Marching Indians here at halftime. And then we'll come back and bring you our RE/MAX recap where we look at the numbers and statistics from the first half. Don't go away. Indians football right here on the Indians Network presented by Craig Ford. And Indians Network is a partnership of MCG, Thunder Country KIIC, also Oskaloosa News, and we work in conjunction with the OVP program at Oskaloosa High School. 21-9, Oski leads it at halftime. Here are the Marching Indians.
Awesome. I gotta go check my stats here. See how close I am. We are the champions match with Rachmaninoff's piano concerto number 2. And we'll feature Maddie Haynes on flute. The final movement of the show combines the music of Led Zeppelin's Kashmir with Rachmaninoff's symphonic dances. We hope you enjoy this evening's performance. Drum majors Myra Patton and Lindy Slocum. Is the band ready? I did a decent job myself this time, and I was supposed to have. I used to have to do this myself, and some of the guys do, so you guys well. I will tell you that considering Grinnell's got to be anywhere. Marching Indians, the field is yours for your halftime performance. The Marching Indians are under the direction of Chris Copeland, Rusty Raymond, and Justin Van Ocean. Drumline instructors are Phil Cam and Ryan Renbarger. Color guard instructor is Anna Schaefer. The band is led on the field by drum major Myra Patton and Mindy Slocum. The band will be competing for the first time this season tomorrow at Marching Dutch International in Pella. If the weather cooperates, the band will be performing at 7:45 tomorrow evening. The band's students, directors, and staff would like to thank all of our parents and boosters for your continued support.
In Oskaloosa, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Wendell Campbell for your insurance and financial needs.
You're sure to save big at Hy-Vee now that hundreds of items are on low price lockdown and price decline. Lockdown prices won't change unless they are lowered, and any item marked with a red arrow means you will save big. Come get deals on seasonal items already on your list at Hy-Vee, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle.
If you want to save more.
If you want a butcher who knows more. If you want fewer aisles and more value. Less quantity, more quality.
If you want more of this.
And this. And this. This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery. Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
At Gardner-Collier Jewelry, our goal has always been to provide you with the very best jewelry for your money. From plain gold wedding bands to the most exquisite diamond ring, Gardner-Collier has it. Our huge selection is sure to exceed your expectations, and our service is second to none. From sterling silver fashion jewelry to the one-of-a-kind diamond fashion piece, Gardner-Collier can fill your jewelry desires. For the very best value in fine jewelry, choose Gardner-Collier, Quincy Place Mall, Ottumwa, and Penn Center Mall, Oskaloosa.
At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska Health.
Went good. All right, welcome back, everybody, to Statesman Community Stadium in Oskaloosa. Great performance by the Oskaloosa High School Marching Indians under the direction of Chris Copeland. Hope you enjoyed that. Getting ready for a second half kickoff here in Oski with the Indians leading 21-9. 21 unanswered points in the second quarter by Oskaloosa. We'll start with the scoring drive here on a Remax recap, presented by Remax. With 6:29 to go in the first quarter, Grinnell scored first. Kyle Dillon recovers a fumble and takes it 18 yards for the opening score, and Grinnell led 7-0. 3:34 to go in the first quarter. After being backed up deep right near the goal line, Tyler Miller was sacked in the end zone by Grinnell for a safety, and the Tigers had a 9-0 lead with 3:34 to go in the first quarter. Second quarter, all Oskaloosa with 8:07 to go in the second. Aaron Blom booms a 63-yard punt, pinning Grinnell deep. Then Reed Brown intercepts a pass. And a few plays later, Tyler Miller runs in for one of his 3 first-half touchdowns. And 2 yards out, and Oski pulled within 9-7. 3:56 to go in the first half. Miller scores again on a 19-yard run. And the Indians went up 14-9. And then the Indians get a fumble recovery with 1:23 to go in the second quarter. That set up our final score there with 6 seconds to go in the first half. Touchdown number 3 for Tyler Miller, a 3-yard run, and the Indians take the 21-9 lead into halftime. Here are the stats at halftime. Grinnell, 16 total yards, ladies and gentlemen. 16 total yards. -5 rushing, 21 through the air, and they have 1 first down in the first half. What a performance by the Oskaloosa defense. Oskaloosa, 185 yards, 157 on the ground with Miller and Creer doing most of the work. 28 yards through the air, 9 first downs. I have Tyler Miller unofficially 6 of 9 through the air for 59 yards, and I had him with 24 yards rushing. Wyatt Creer, though, 14 carries in the first half on my chart, 69 yards for the senior Wyatt Creer, running the football hard. So that's a look at your first half numbers and stats and scoring on our RE/MAX recap here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. So we're glad you're with us. We're back in the Wood Iron Grill press box. And Doug DeCock rejoining me on the broadcast here. My name is Jamie Brockman. Coach Jay Harm still down on the sideline. And first play of the second half, Grinnell gets a nice run there from their running back Hunter. Biggest gain of the game for Grinnell on a single play, I believe, to the 36-yard line.
Well, let's hope we're coming out of the locker room. We better have our intensity and ready to go here. You got a 21-9 lead. You want to add to it. We do have the wind here in this quarter, so I'm a little surprised at that. Grinnell had the option. They took the ball, and we decided to take the wind here in the third.
Well, Doug, hang on here after this play. And misdirection. There's a handoff, and now you're starting to see Hunter run the football a little bit harder. They're getting a little better blocking up front on these first couple plays, pushing back, and he gets to the 37-yard line. It ends up being just a short gain of 1 or 2 on the push forward there. But, Doug, I want to get your thoughts on that second quarter. You were off the mic, but what a quarter by the Indians offensively and defensively. And your prediction in pregame as far as, Grinnell's competition prior to this game, their numbers may be a bit misleading. Absolutely correct.
Yeah, I just felt like we were going to be more physical, and that certainly was the case. You take away the turnovers and penalties, and this is probably a 28-zip game at halftime.
Grinnell looking to throw to the sideline, and it is incomplete, excuse me. Over on that sideline route, brings up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 8 for Grinnell at their own 37-yard line. Oski turned the ball over 3 times in the first half and gave up the safety. We had 2 fumbles recovered by Grinnell and a interception, but we also forced 2 turnovers, interception and a fumble recovery for Oskaloosa.
Yeah, I went down at halftime and I checked on Tyler Miller and his shoulder, and he said he feels fantastic.
Well, it's showing. It is showing.
So,
big play here for Grinnell if they want to try to get a little momentum back here in this second half. 3rd and 8. There's the screen pass in the flat, and it goes nowhere. A short gain of 2 is all.
Well, it's, good pursuit there.
Cole McGriff on the reception, short gain.
So no first down and an early punt. If we can put one on the board here, that would be a big bonus.
Well, Doug, as Grinnell's getting ready to punt here, do you have some score updates from around the district tonight by chance?
I do. Pella is leading Knoxville. Last I checked, 10-0 in the second quarter. I think that game started late.
Tyler Miller trying to make something happen on a return here. He just needs to go down here. You don't want to give up an injury of any kind. Fighting for yards, though, Tyler's not a give-in kind of guy.
Newton.
I was going to say, I thought he was slow to get up, but
That's Creer.
And it was Creer. It was Creer they were lifting up off the field there. Oh, Creer looks like he might be a little dinged. He's coming to the sideline, it looks like.
Got Evans and Isaac helping him here, kind of helping him off the field.
Uh-oh. I'm not sure Wyatt knows where he is right now.
He has a bad shoulder.
Okay.
But, boy, I don't know what's going on. I don't think it's his shoulder. Did he get hit in the mouth or something?
Yeah, it doesn't look to be anything real serious. They're walking him here to the training table.
I'll check on that, guys. It looked like coming off. He looked pretty woozy coming off. And,
yeah, I was going to say, for a second there, I don't know if he knew where he was.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with that.
They're going to give him some tests. Oh, he is. He's woozy.
Yeah. Wyatt Creer took a shot there, and here come the trainers over, and he may have to sit the rest out here with concussion protocol. Here's Tyler Miller trying to get to the outside, makes a stiff arm at the 40, and then he's met by 2 defenders at the 41. It's a gain of 3 for Tyler Miller as he tried to get to the corner there.
Yeah, and good job by Coach Dowd. He jumped right up, went right to Tyler, cut that to the outside and get out of bounds.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that. You know, I just soon see him run out of bounds rather than take those shots with guys running at him full speed.
By the way, Andrew Else now is in at tailback. He replaces Wyatt Creer. What a first half, though, by Wyatt Creer.
Oh, he's been running hard tonight. He's had a great night so far.
So Andrew Else now the running back. 2 receivers to each side, Else in the backfield, and he takes the handoff from Miller, trying the left side. He's met at the line of scrimmage, trying to push forward, but no gain.
So we got a 3rd and long here. Now, you want to make some hay when you got the wind. We got 8:45 left here in the 3rd quarter. You need to put up probably at least a touchdown. I know Grinnell's offense hasn't done much, but you never know. You don't want to keep this thing too close and they break one to their big receiver or something like that happens. So we need to get our intensity back up. The guys were pretty fired up in the locker room. They just need to carry it on out here.
All right, 3 receivers to the right this time. Miller dropping back to throw. The left-handed quarterback. He throws, and Else catches it, and he is nailed as soon as he catches that football. That's going to be a loss of 4 back at the 37.
Well, Grinnell certainly looks like they're the more aggressive team right now, starting early here in the 3rd quarter.
Yep. That was a kind of dangerous pass there that just sets up your receiver for a decleater, if you will, I like to call him. And Else took the big hit there. And now Oskaloosa will punt on their first possession here of the second half. 4th down and 11. Still leading 21-9. Blom to kick it away.
Good kick.
Great kick. Fielded at the 15-yard line by Grinnell.
Call it.
No flag. Return comes out across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Yeah, they completely missed that one, and now Snicker is going to come limping off the field.
No, that's Van Veldhuizen.
That is Noah Van Veldhuizen, defensive end and tight end for this team, coming limping off the field.
We got guys dropping like flies here.
Yep. Wyatt Creer out with what looks like a concussion, or at least a possible concussion, I should say, at this point. And now Noah Van Veldhuizen comes limping off the field to the sideline, but he's staying away from the trainers. He's going to just walk this one out.
Sullivan tie in there at a corner.
Oh, big run here at Grinnell as they found the corner. They're across the 30 to the 35-yard line. 8-yard gain on 1st down.
Okay, boys, let's go. Let's pick it up here.
A little crossbuck there got us going one way, and nice job by Grinnell.
Brings up a 2nd down and 2 for the Tigers. You see Noah Van Veldhuizen on the sideline just walking, trying to keep that ankle loose. Second down and 2. And Hunter this time, he crosses the 35, forward to the 37. Gets up 2 or 3.
Just short, it looks like.
Yeah, he's about a half a yard short of the 1st down.
No, I think he's got it if they're standing right.
Oh, yeah, you're good call.
Well, you've got a much closer view than we do, Coach. Good job.
My daughter's an eye doctor.
All right, so 1st down, and Grinnell's offense is moved the ball more in the 3rd quarter, the first 2 drives, than they did the whole first half.
Noah Van Veldhuizen now back on the field.
Yeah, I got Isaac Schultz over here, too, looking at his rib cage.
Receivers split to each side wide for Grinnell. Tight formation backfield. They hand it off. Pyle moves to the 40-yard line, 3-yard gain.
Well, our quickness on the defensive line has really given them problems tonight, and Grinnell they have to really line up. It's almost a rugby scrum formation. They have no line splits with their offensive linemen because we shoot the gaps on them and beat them to their running backs. So
again, Oski held Grinnell to -5 yards rushing in the first half. 16 total yards offense. Now some injuries here, changing the lineup in the second half as you got Sullivan Ty in the corner. Oh, wide open in the middle there. That is caught at the 45-yard line of Oskaloosa. Wrestled down at the 44. It's going to be another first down for the Tigers, and now into Oskaloosa territory. And that was Kyle Dillon on the reception.
Nice throw from the young quarterback there, the left-hander. He right over the middle. That's where they've had some success with the passing game. It has been over the middle.
And again, talking about our lineup shuffles here. Here's again on the ground, and he's met at the 45, driven back and pile drived into the turf by the Oskaloosa defense. Kenny Satimi met him, said hello at the 45-yard line, no gain. So you've got Sullivan tie in now at a corner for Isaac Schultz, who's being checked on the sideline for ribs. You've got Andrew Else in at a linebacker for Creer.
Well, he's actually at a safety for,
safety slash linebacker.
Brave, I think they call it.
Oh, Grinnell looking at this big over the top. It is caught. And the ball comes loose. Oski takes it away at the 20-yard line. That is
Leland Evans.
Leland Evans wrapped him up, and as he was trying to take him down, he poked the football out, picked it up, and brings it back across the 25-yard line. Big turnover there, forced by, here's the
Mason
replay.
Ford forced the fumble.
Holy cow, did you see the hit there being dished out by number 70?
I did.
Man, wow, that is Dodge Saucer, or no, it's Cameron Stevenson, number 70 there, who laid off a couple big hits on blocks. But
so that's a big turnover. Grinnell had the momentum. They were moving the ball and completed a nice pass play. And Mason Ford reaches in there, strips the ball. Leland Evans picks it up and returns it a little ways. So the Indians dodge a little bit of a bullet. We need to kind of wake up here in the third quarter.
We're trying to get some personnel in here because we got so many guys that are dinged right now. That
Cooper Spry in there.
Great job, Leland Evans, though. All right, Tyler Miller. He's going to.
No, it's Reed Miller. Or Reed Brown, I'm sorry, pitch to Miller. Yep.
So Tyler Miller now is back to the tailback position. Reed Brown takes over quarterback.
He just took a hit.
Pitch goes from Brown to Miller.
Yeah, after he pitched it, he got hit good.
And Miller brings it to the 30, a gain of 3, where it'll be second down and 7.
We could hit a seam route if we'd look at it. There's no safeties back here in the middle. If we could just go right up the middle, I think we could hit a big play.
Reed Brown, the quarterback. Tyler Miller now back to tailback. 2 receivers split to each side. Second down and 7.
Look out.
Reed Brown looking to throw, and he is just driven into the turf for a huge loss back at the 22-yard line.
Well, our back Miller went up in the line, and the blitz come from, look at there.
Untouched.
Well, they had 2 of them come, and Miller took the guy on his left, number 7, and
that was Eli Rose, linebacker, who came in on the blitz untouched for the big sack. And it's a 6-yard loss, brings up 3rd and 13. Oski now at their own 24-yard line. Under 4 minutes to go in this third quarter.
I talked to Coach Eversmeyer, and they said that Creer actually passed the test.
First down,
nice.
And that is Aaron Blom.
Nice catch by the senior Aaron Blom. His helmet came off on the tackle, so he'll have to come off the field. But there's the senior making a big play on the pass from Brown. And out to the 48-yard line.
And what a pass it was. He dropped it right over the line, the defender's head, right into Blom's arms. And another big play.
Yeah, again, getting back to Wyatt Creer, they say they have 3 words that they're supposed to know for their concussion protocol, and he ripped the words right off, the 3 words that he was supposed to know, but he's still sitting here. Helmet is not by him, but guys coming over and talking to him and so forth, but maybe we'll see him again.
Yeah, good information there.
2 receivers at each side, motion coming from the left side. They fake the jet sweep. Reed Brown's going to keep it himself. Turns the corner. He's into Grinnell territory.
Holding.
He'll be tripped up around the 47 of Grinnell, but there is a flag.
We got 2 penalties on us that play.
Well, when he bounced it to the outside, and we've talked about this, when the lineman starts to go, parallel to the line of scrimmage, the defense, you've got to let them go. You can't keep holding on to even though you're inside of their pads, their shoulders, you just got to release.
And I think we had our lineman after the play gave a little extra push.
Oh, no. So this is going to be 30 yards.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Officials discussing. They've been busy tonight. A lot of flags in this game on both sides. So if you're just tuning in third quarter, Wyatt Creer is out of the, leading rusher in the first half, out of the game right now. Possible concussion as he's going through protocol on the sideline.
Boy, what a game at Norwalk. 34-30 in the third quarter over Carlisle. The winner of that game will probably win that district.
Update on Pella.
Pella 10-0 at the half over Knoxville. So Knoxville playing the Dutch tough.
That's at Pella, by the way.
That's at Pella. And then the other district score, Newton and South Tama. And I'm trying to find it here.
Yeah, they just said.
Yeah, we're watching the official here. It was holding.
He said, dead ball, I thought he said after the first holding call. Then he gave the unsportsmanlike dead ball foul. So,
Wow. 30 yards against Oskaloosa here on 2 penalties. Wow. So we were into Grinnell territory, and now we're back to our own 22-yard line. First and 36 officially for Oskaloosa. You think you got to play in the playbook for first and 36?
Quick kick.
Just chip away, get as much field position as you can get.
You might. Actually, that's on third down. That wouldn't be that bad.
There's Reed Brown, quarterback. Reed Brown, big hole on the corner. He's across the 40.
We got a holding penalty on a wide receiver out there.
But we've got a hold.
Gosh.
So again, officials flagging Oskaloosa, it looks like. Great run, though, by Reed Brown. Probably not going to show in the stats. Thanks to our OVP crew again. All Oskaloosa OVP students running this broadcast tonight. Our producer is Camden Silvers. There it is. Director is Zach Pearsall. Camera 1, Haven Weil. Holden Hacker, camera 2, Sullivan Copen, Jackson McCallum, Devin Allen, camera 3, Hunter Cowman, Tyler Hurl, Austin Vanderhyde, and instant replay is Jasmine Lieb doing a great job. And helping commentate tonight in the booth, off and on in the Wood Iron Grill press box is Andres Chavez. Under the direction, of course, of Kim Guile.
No, we got moved back 1 yard on where we started on the 36, and we're back to the 35.
All right, so it didn't hurt us too bad, but it did take away the big run by Brown. So you've got 3 receivers to the right, 2 left. The snap is right down the turf. Reed Brown picks it up, goes straight ahead. He's across the 30 to the 31. He picks up 8, where it's still going to be a long way to go for Oskaloosa.
Reed Brown's got some pretty good wheels on him there when he gets going.
Correction, I meant yards that we had to go, not where we were at. But
the other
so it's
district.
Going to be 2nd and 27 now.
My bad, Jamie. And the other district scored Newton 48-21 now, starting to stretch it out in the fourth quarter against South Tama.
And we go to Newton next Friday night. And 2 weeks from tonight, we go to Pella. And then we finish the regular season with 2 games at home against Knoxville in Week 8 and South Tama in Week 9. Long pass looking to Blom at the 45-yard line. It's incomplete.
Well, if we can get through this game with guys not too beat up, we come in here with 2 of our players, Miller and Blom, and they've been able to, so far, do a pretty good job. They're having decent nights. If we can get them through this, and then hopefully even Veldhuizen's ankle's not too bad and Career's not too bad. If we can get healthy, we got a shot here.
Yeah, I'm guessing Will won't be back until that Pella game.
Well, he's saying he
next week.
Yeah,
next week, really.
Next week, yeah. Reed Brown back to pass, rushed, tries to get away, but he's dropped for a loss on the sack inside the 25-yard line, the 24. That's going to be a 7-yard loss on the sack. Boy, again, he came in on that left side untouched and took Reed Brown to the turf.
That kind of surprised me because usually, concussions pretty much 2 weeks standard before they let you even get back. But that's good. Good news.
Yep. Well, we'll see. I mean,
that's a kid talking.
Well, but Coach Jenkins told me he thought he'd be back next week too.
I thought it was like 10 days.
We'll see.
So,
Blom to punt. Another high punt from Blom. Fielded.
Oh,
man.
Wow, I'm surprised he tried to catch that.
Yeah, Noah was right there waiting for him, and if that ball got away from him, that would have been a huge break for Oskaloosa. I think Noah could have went all the way with her, but it's a catch at the 41-yard line is where Grinnell will start, 42-yard line.
Well, if you're Grinnell, you're pretty happy with what you've done here in the third quarter. You've prevented Oskaloosa from scoring with the wind. You've moved the ball on offense into the wind, and you're going to, in a minute and 11, you're going to get the wind back. And I think you got an Oskaloosa defense right now that's not playing the best. They're not. They don't look too excited to me right now.
Not a lot of energy out there right now. Minute 11 to go in the third quarter. Still 21-9. Oskaloosa leads it. Grinnell now has the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 42, and they go forward for a short gain. 43, Aaron Blom in there again, and that was, once again, Hunter on the carry.
He comes up limping a little bit.
Well, yeah, Blom.
They're good running back. He's trying to stretch his ankle out a little bit here.
So it'll be 2nd down and 8.
Miller's actually in there on defense now at linebacker. So he must be feeling good.
He's been playing there all night.
Oh, I didn't know he was there all night.
Pretty sure he was. Fake handoff, quick throw, incomplete. Right there on the coverage was Mason Ford.
Well, no, I think he's probably...
Yeah, I don't think he's been there all night.
No.
Okay.
With Creer out, they probably, I don't know. It'd be nice if we had another linebacker and we could get him out of there.
It's going to be 3rd and long now for the Tigers from their own 44-yard line. Under 30 seconds remain in our third quarter. Oski 21, Grinnell 9 here on the Indians Network.
Now, if you're Oski, do you call timeout if they don't get the first down? And the clock's still running. To make them punt into the wind. I think I'd do that right here.
Oskaloosa crowd the line of scrimmage. They're bringing everybody. Quarterback under big heat. He threw it just in time.
Timeout.
And it is caught over to the sideline. He gets out of bounds around the 47.
Timeout.
But it's still going to be 5 yards shy.
No, they're going to let her run here. I was just watching Coach Jenkins here on the sideline. So they're going to save their timeouts going into the fourth.
So that's going to be the final play of our third quarter. So not a whole lot of exciting action there in that third quarter. But Oskaloosa still holds a 21-9 lead as we get set to go to the fourth and final quarter here at Statesman Community Stadium, homecoming 2019 for your Oskaloosa Indians. Oski leads it after 3 quarters, 21-9. We'll be back on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
For nearly 40 years, Musco has specialized in the design and manufacture of sports and large area lighting solutions. From neighborhood ball fields to international speedways, Musco is committed to providing cost-effective lighting solutions and services you can rely on. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting, we make it happen.
Every morning before my family and I head out the door for the day, we tell each other to be the one. It's a challenge we make to each other to step up and show kindness when we have the opportunity. I'm Mike Sitzma, funeral director here at Bates Funeral Chapel. I see families in some of their toughest times. However, I get to see our community at its best through the outpouring of love and support they show those affected by loss. I challenge you to join me and my family to look for opportunities daily to be the one.
Back here at the Wood Iron Grill press box, 21-9. Oskaloosa takes that lead into the fourth quarter. Grinnell starts the fourth quarter with a punt. Oskaloosa didn't have anybody back. They just let it roll, and they're going to get the football. Looks like the 18-yard line is where Oskaloosa will start. as we're just underway in the fourth quarter. Andres Chavez joining me back here in the Wood Iron Grill press box. Well, you brought the spark to Oskaloosa in the second quarter, Andres. See if you can do it here in the fourth.
Yeah, I hope so. But we're probably going to be running the ball mostly here to run off some clock.
Yeah, I would assume so. Wyatt Creer is moving around the sideline, throwing the football, playing catch. I believe he's been cleared by the trainer, but I don't know that the coaches are going to take a chance of putting him back in at this point. And nowhere to go there for Tyler Miller on the pitch. He's going to be wrapped up back at the 15-yard line, a loss of 3.
And we got Blom down again, guys.
Oh, Aaron Blom slow to get up down on the field. Aaron Blom, the injured Indian.
Yeah, he's trying to block on that pitch to Tyler, and
looks like it's going to be the right ankle.
He's walking a little better now, maybe.
Yeah, he's going to have to come out, though, because he was down on the field. So he'll have to come out for sure at least one play, but we'll see if we can get him back in. He's been battling ankle all year long. Injured it originally at the scrimmage against Atumwa. And then sat out the first 2 games. Came back to play in the third game. And then the fourth game went down on the very first play offensively. And I'll be honest with you, at that time I thought his season might be done. But they taped him up tight, and the senior has been out there giving it his all tonight. But now...
Yeah, and then another big thing, Jamie, he's been punting the ball so well for us tonight. So that takes away our punter.
Yeah, that put Cody Gunn back.
Ooh.
Oh, here's a big burst of speed by Oskaloosa.
Tyler Miller
took that handoff and just exploded through the hole, and he's out to the 29-yard line. A 14-yard gain by T. Miller.
That was excellent blocking by the offensive line. Just gave him all the room he needed to get that first down.
First and 10, Oski now at their own 29-yard line. 11 minutes left to go in this football game. 21-9, Oski with the lead. Reed Brown still in at quarterback. Miller and Holmberg in the backfield. Isaac Schultz, Cooper Spry are split wide to the right. And Noah Van Veldhuizen wide to the left. Getting the play call from Coach Dowd. Play clock down to 5 seconds. Grinnell bringing a blitz. Nice pickup by Holmberg to at least slow him up. Flags fly on the play, and he throws it out of bounds to the sideline, incomplete. Probably a hold against Oskaloosa there, I'm guessing, because they were coming full speed after Brown, and I think Holmberg just did everything he could to just slow him up, but he might have got a hold of the shoulder pad there a little bit. So there you see the officials discussing again.
Yeah, that hurts. Geez, we had a nice run by Tyler and had the first down, and now we're going to move ourselves back here. And the wind has died down, Jamie. We're down 8 miles an hour, so it has died down some from what we had for most of the game.
Hold against Oskaloosa is the call. Again, I'll almost take that penalty just because, man, they were going to drill Reed Brown there if we didn't slow him up. So it's going to back the Indians up 10 yards.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Actually, it moves it back to the... Where are they spotting that? 13-yard line? So it's about a... Wow, that's a big mark off. That's a 16-yard mark back, actually. So it's going to be 1st and 26 now. So it was from the spot of the hold.
Yep, so we are on the 13.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Reed Brown, quarterback in the shotgun. Behind him is Tyler Miller and Holmberg. They give it to Tyler Miller, following blocker straight ahead. Across the 15 to the 16, a short 3-yard gain. It'll make it 2nd down and 23. Nearing 10 minutes left to go in the football game. 21-9, Oskaloosa leads it. All 21 points for Oski coming in that second quarter. After Grinnell scored their 9, I think both in the first quarter, yeah.
Yep.
The touchdown on a fumble return and then the safety. Other than that, really, Grinnell has not done much offensively. A little more energy in that third quarter for Grinnell offensively. Here's the pitch to Tyler Miller, trying to get to the outside. And never opened up for him. He's going to be swarmed for a loss at the 20.
Well, he stayed in bounds at least, so the clock keeps running here.
So that'll be a loss of 3. And we'll make it third and very long, 3rd and 23. Actually, check that, 3rd and about 20 to go. Just shy of our own 20-yard line. See if they go to the air here with Reed Brown. 3 receivers to the right, 1 left. Tyler Miller alone in the backfield along with Reed Brown in the shotgun. Reed Brown dropping back to pass. He does throw up the middle, and he's looking toward Holmberg, and he just overthrew him, incomplete.
Well, let's see who's going to be our punter here.
Probably Cody Gunn. Do you see 43 out there, Coach? No, it's going to be.
I do not. Blom's back in. He's going to boot her away.
Yeah, you're right. Aaron Blom is back on the field. Boy, I tell you what, Andres, after a just energy-filled second quarter, this second half has been pretty blah. There's a high but short pump by Blom. Bounces at the 40, out of bounds around the 43, 44-yard line. So Grinnell with good field position here, less than half a field to work with. 8:43 to go in the game, 21-9 Oski. And really, the second half has just been kind of blah. There hasn't been much. The fans are, kind of unenergized as well, as they don't have much to cheer about here in the second half. But we've got a 21-9 lead. That's what matters.
Yeah, this is huge possession here for our defense. So they have a short field now, and with the win.
Yeah, you got to keep them out of the end zone here, because if they get in, it's a 21-16 or 17 game if they would happen to go for 2. Quarterback rolling left, directing traffic, looking to throw. It is incomplete. Closest to it was actually Reed Brown over there, or actually Andrew Else over there. Had a chance at possible interception.
If he threw that ball earlier, he would have had him wide open, but he just didn't throw that ball. Huge mistake by him.
So it'll be a 2nd and 10. Again, the line of scrimmage is the Oskaloosa 43-yard line. Grinnell goes trips left, 1 right. Saucer in the shotgun and Hunter in the backfield. Here's the snap. Turns, throws, right across the line of scrimmage. It's caught, 45, forward to the 41. Just a gain of 2. So it's going to still be 3rd and long, 3rd and 8 here for the Tigers with 8:20 and counting to go in the game.
What do you think, 2-down territory?
Oh, absolutely at this point, I would say.
Coming up here, 3rd and 8.
I mean, they need to score here. And like I said, if they do, it changes everything, because, whether they go for the PAT, if they go with the PAT, then you're down 5. If you go for 2, you're down 4. I mean, this is a big drive for Grinnell. So I definitely think 2-down territory.
Let's see if we can get some pressure on him. Times when we got in pressure, we've really had him hurry his throws.
3rd and 8 for Grinnell. 2 receivers right, now coming in motion out of the backfield. And they give the handoff. Oh, he's got the first down and more. Nice play there, call by the Tigers. That's Kyle Dillon, number 7.
Looked like the old Statue of Liberty.
It did. You're right. There's the replay. There's all kinds of things happening on that play, and Oskaloosa didn't know where to go, and Dillon took it around the left side. Big run for a first down. To the 28 of Oskaloosa, first down and 10. 3 receivers right, 1 left for Grinnell. They hand it off again. In the backfield to Hunter, straight forward. And he's going to be wrapped up about the 27. Only 1-yard gain. Comes Bobby Opine back into the game. And coming out is that number 17 we talked about earlier, was going to get a little playing time tonight. And Quam, what's his last name?
Lewis.
There you go, thank you. Quam Lewis comes to the sideline. Bobby Opine back in. 2nd down and 9, Grinnell. Oskaloosa showing blitz. Crowd in the line of scrimmage. Quarterback drops back to throw. He's under extreme pressure from Andrew Else.
Well, they're going to call pass interference.
Throws. It is incomplete, but a flag on the play right at the point of where the reception would be there. So, yeah, most likely pass interference against Oskaloosa will be the call. So in high school, it's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down on pass interference. It's not like it is in the NFL where you get it at the point it happened. It is pass interference, so 15-yard automatic first down. It's going to move the ball to the 12-yard line of Oskaloosa. That's a big one, Coach.
Yeah, it is. Again, boy, we're 7 minutes now. Trying to hang on here, and hopefully D can step her up right here.
1st and 10, Grinnell. Spotted at the 12-yard line of Oskaloosa. 7 minutes to go in the game. 21-9, Oskaloosa leads it. Fake the handoff. They're throwing to the end zone. Incomplete. Yeah, that just was not a good pass. I think that was there.
Yep, trying to hit the big 6'8" boy, and he had, who was it? Ford, was it? On him, I think.
Yep.
Trying to run with him there.
So 2nd down and 10. Under 7 minutes to go in the game. Homecoming for Oskaloosa. Big second quarter by the Indians. Big first quarter by Grinnell as they put up 9 points on a fumble recovery for a touchdown and a safety. And then down 9-0, Oskaloosa with 21 unanswered in the second quarter. Look at that! Charging through is
Aaron Blom.
Aaron Blom. 2 bad ankles and all, and the senior comes through on the blitz and gets the sack. 6-yard loss. Nice job, Aaron Blom.
I'm standing down here. I'm old school, Jamie. 28. His mouthpiece is flying loose on his helmet. He must have another mouthpiece in. Don't they have the same old rule? You got to have your mouthpiece in.
As far as I know, they do. Yeah.
But every play, his mouthpiece is flying around, so he must wear 2. And just maybe that's a habit of his, having one dangle like that.
Here's Grinnell looking to throw. They do up the middle. It is caught, tackled immediately inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain.
Well, here's 4th down, big play.
So it's going to be 4th and about 2 or 3 to go here for Grinnell. Inside the 10-yard line at the 8. They're in the red zone now. 4th and 4 is what they show on the scoreboard officially. At the 8-yard line of Oskaloosa. Come on, defense. Misdirection.
He got to the outside.
And that's Dillon. He gets to the outside, and he is hit prior to the end zone on the far side at about the 2-yard line. And who is it? That's
Mason Ford with the tackle.
Mason Ford. Walker Newman was over there as well.
Yeah, we couldn't quite stretch her out far enough, and he got that corner turned, and first down here. 1st
and goal, Grinnell. 1st and goal, Tigers at the Oskaloosa 2. Defense really has to suck it up here. 5:36 to go in the game. 21-9 Oski. Grinnell looking for their first offensive points of the night.
And I just looked over in the sideline. Wyatt Creer has his helmet in his hand.
They hand it off. Following blockers up the right side. That is Hunter. And he's going to be stopped shy of the goal line. Going to be a 1-yard gain. Setting up 2nd and goal from the 1.
So if Grinnell scores here, it's going to come down to our offense, hopefully moving the ball and running time off. 2nd
and goal from the 1. Yeah, I would probably look for an onside kick if Grinnell scores, I would imagine. Oskaloosa got their goal line defense on.
Well, we got a flag.
And there's going to be a flag.
I think it's called on Oskaloosa.
Yeah, did we?
I think we lined up in the neutral zone and got thrown for a flag here.
So that'll move it half the distance. So now the ball will be inside the 1-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think they'll onside kick, Jamie, because with the wind, I think they're going to try to kick it deep, like we've been doing with Aaron Blom, just kind of letting it hang and hopefully, tackle us deep in our deep so they can try to hold us. And make us kick into that win.
All right, 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Hunter goes forward, and he scores, but it didn't come easy. He had to fight. Second effort got him in the end zone. So Grinnell answers with a big touchdown. Their first offensive points of the night. And it pulls them within 21-15. So the PAT kick, if converted, will pull them within 5 with just under 5 minutes to go in the game. First points of the second half come at 4:59 to go in the fourth quarter on a 1-yard run. And the PAT kick is up and good. So Grinnell answers with a big touchdown in the fourth quarter. They pull within 5. It's Oskaloosa 21, Grinnell 16, 4:59 left to go in the football game. It's going to be a big final 5 minutes of this one to see if Oskaloosa can hang on and pull off a homecoming win. We'll be back right here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford after this timeout.
Come experience Penn Central Mall. With a variety of shops, services, restaurants, and more, Penn Central is the place to go for all your shopping and entertainment needs. Grab a gourmet grilled cheese at Wonder Lunch, shop the latest trends at Maurice's, find the perfect gift at Gardner-Collier, or enjoy a night out with ice cream and retro arcade games at Old School Pinball and Arcade. Penn Central also has numerous public events scheduled throughout the year to provide fun for the whole family. Find them on Facebook to stay up to date with deals and upcoming events. Walk, shop, enjoy. Penn Central Mall.
My name is Amanda Seeley, and I've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office for 15 years now. I'm a mother of 3 little boys, and since having them, they've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office in Oski Dental. It's been really seamless. I expected a little few hiccups, but he just has this approach that they're very comfortable again. You're the best! We're gonna shoot for being a lifelong patient.
Welcome back to the Wood Iron Grill press box here at Statesman Community Stadium. 4:59 left to go in this game. Grinnell now within 5 at 21-16, and they do kick it deep. Dillon, and again it's a touchback. So Oskaloosa, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And let's see.
Well, I just noticed. Yeah, go ahead, Jamie.
I was going to see if Wyatt Kerr comes back out, but
I
no.
just looked again. His helmet has been taken away again, so I think he's done for the night.
Great night, though, for Wyatt Kerr. He had a huge first half, running the ball hard. All right, Reed Brown still the quarterback. You've got Miller and Holmberg in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 1 left. 1st and 10 Oski at their own 20-yard line. 21-16 Oski lead, 4:59 to go in the game.
Got Blom in there.
Low snap, Brown picks it up, hands it to Miller. Miller making some cuts, finds a little bit of room across the 25 to the 26. That was a nice, hard 6-yard run by Miller.
Yeah, that's just what we needed on first down, Good play on first, pick up 6, and gives us, 2nd and 4. We want to keep these short opportunities here to get just a few yards.
2 right, 1 left this time. And now look to the sideline. Reset. 4:20 to go. 2nd and 4 from our own 26-yard line. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper for Reed Brown. Big hole, Reed Brown. Midfield, it's a foot race. 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown! Reed Brown, 74 yards. No yellow on the field. Way to go, Reed Brown. Holy cow.
Man, did he turn it on once he saw that seam. Oh, that's a big run.
Big run, Reed Brown. Wow. 74 yards. Holy cow. Andres, exactly what Oskaloosa needed right there.
Yes, it is. Now with 4 minutes, we're going to be up.
2 scores.
Yeah, 2 scores. That's what really matters. We have a really good chance to win this game.
Aaron Blom for the PAT. Up. Good. Big answer by the Indians. Reed Brown, 74 yards. And the Indians answer right back to Grinnell's score. and go back up by 2 scores, 28-16. Oskaloosa leads now with 4:05 left to go in the football game. You're watching Oskaloosa homecoming football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. We'll all be back after this 1-minute timeout.
When he's not nursing residents with special needs, James Passion is improving his family residence. Hillary? When she's not teaching undergrads, she's cooking up fun for Carson and Owen. The local home loan experts at Midwest One help them buy their home, pay down principal, make improvements, and build up equity. Their local mortgage service was so easy and affordable that James and Hillary even referred a friend. For local mortgage service, choose Simply Better Banking from Midwest One.
Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good, on or off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab. Kinetic Edge offers friendly and knowledgeable professionals who will get to know you and your goals, to help you get back to doing what you love in no time. Find out more at kineticedgept.com.
Oski answers. Grinnell scores with 4:59 to go in the game to pull within 5. And 54 seconds later, Reed Brown sprints 74 yards for a touchdown. And Oskaloosa right back up 28-16. 4:05 to go in the game.
Yeah, the first points all night in the north end zone. Man, huge.
So after a pretty much unenergized, blah third quarter on both sides, both teams find the end zone here in the fourth quarter. Oskaloosa with a bloop kick, takes a big bounce. Ooh, Leland Evans was right there, but Grinnell was able to get it at the 35-yard line. How about that play, Andres? The high little bloop kick, and took the bounce we needed, and just about.
He had a chance for it, but every team was right there.
And I don't mind that call at all. I mean, give up a little field position. Why not? I mean, Grinnell all night, other than that last possession, really hasn't moved the ball against us. So you take an opportunity and just about got it. 1st and 10, Grinnell at their own 35-yard line. They throw the swing pass into the backfield. It is Cotty, escapes one tackle, spins off another, and is out of bounds around the 41-yard line. Late flag again. About 5 seconds after the play, a late flag flies as a little extra activity going on the far sideline there. So if this is against Oskaloosa, it's going to be another Grinnell first down. And I can start to hear some of the Oski fans now getting on these officials because they've just been throwing flags all night long. Grinnell's been flagged too, but personal foul, Oskaloosa. Fans don't like the call at all. Another 15-yard mark off personal foul. Boy, Jay, I tell you what, Indians might set a school record for personal fouls this season. They just keep racking them up against us.
Yeah, man, we've had some tough ones tonight, on the sidelines over there, but not what we wanted to do, to shorten the field, help them out.
No, that moves the ball 15 yards into Oskaloosa territory at the 45-yard line. 2 receivers right, 2 left for Grinnell. Shotgun again for Salzer. He's got all kinds of time to throw. He does throw, and it is caught at the 35, and he is tackled down at the 34. 11 yards, another Grinnell first down. Once again, that was Dillon. I'm telling you what, if I'm Grinnell, all season so far in the first 4 games, it's been Hunter. But he hasn't been able to do much at all tonight, and the guy that's been making plays is number 7, Dillon.
Dillon's been open almost all day. He hasn't gotten the ball every time, but he's been open.
3:40 and counting to go in the game. 28-16 Oski. Shotgun again for Salzer. Salzer throws it up the middle. That is Dillon once again. Caught at the 20. Escapes one tackle. Now another. And gets the sideline. He got an extra 4 yards there just eluding tacklers. And he is inside the 20. Out of bounds. It looks like the 16-yard line. Another first down for the Tigers. 3 plays, 3 first downs coming down the field.
Yeah, just no rush right now on the quarterback and just sitting back there. And like you said, right now, number 7 looks pretty good.
So if Grinnell scores here, we still have 3 minutes to go in the game, and this might just become a shootout. That's Hunter. Oh, we had him stopped at about the 11, and he just bounced off of it and goes forward to the 8. An extra 3 yards there after the initial hit. Looked like we had him stopped. So it's a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Grinnell can get a first down without scoring. And looks like we're going to have a timeout called.
Yep, I think Oskaloosa burned their first timeout here for this half.
So 3:03 to go in this ball game. 28-16, Grinnell leads it. Oskaloosa, leading it over Grinnell. But the Tigers moving down the field quick on this drive. And it'll be 2nd and 2 at the Oskaloosa 8-yard line. So, Coach, this is a good timeout right here by Coach Jenkins, I think. Come out and just... first of all, give the defense a little break, let them breathe, let them get some fluids, regroup, and then talk strategy and see if we can hold them out of the end zone here, or at least make them use a little clock.
Yeah, Grinnell got in a very good rhythm right there, and like you said, good timeout for Coach Jenkins, and talking to D now, and hopefully dial something up here, get a little pressure on the quarterback, and we did a good job in the second quarter, where we really were able to jump out and, score the 21 straight. And so hopefully we can hold them here or make them burn a lot of time off that clock.
All right, out of the timeout, 2nd down and 2, Grinnell at the 8-yard line of Oskaloosa. 3 receivers right, 1 left.
Oh, fumble, we got it!
Hunter falls down, loses the football, and Oskaloosa's got it!
Noah Van Veldhuizen
with a fumble recovery. Hunter took the handoff, slipped, fell, lost the football, and Noah picked it up. That's a big stop right there by the Indian defense. And, that was just he lost his footing there as he took the handoff.
Yep, he did. Now we're exactly 3 minutes to go here, 4th quarter, up by 12. Of course, Grinnell's got all 3 timeouts.
You know what, though, Coach? The reason he lost his footing was I think he saw, Noah on the outside there, and he was going to have to quickly try to cut it inside. And as he tried to do that, slipped, lost the footing, went down, and Noah covers the fumble at the 13-yard line.
Big play. Okay, here we go.
3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Oskaloosa leading 28-16.
Oh!
And another big run up the middle.
Blom.
30, 35, 40, Aaron Blom. Midfield, 45, 40, 30. Here goes Blom, 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Aaron Blom, 87 yards for number 3.
Wow! There's the dagger.
And yeah, that's absolutely going to do it. Holy cow, can you believe this 4th quarter, Andres?
He found the seam and he just went. Perfect blocking.
Look right here on your screen, that last little angle to the outside, and they just follow him into the end zone, and then high step on the sideline the last 4 or 5 yards. 87 yards for Aaron Blom. 2 huge plays by Oskaloosa late in the 4th quarter after Grinnell pulled within 5. With 4:59 to go in the game, Grinnell scores to pull within 21-16. And then 54 seconds later, a 74-yard run by quarterback Reed Brown. And a couple minutes later, an 87-yard run by Blom. And now with 2:41 to go in the game.
Well, we've got the clock running here. I'm not sure what's going on.
I think they might say he went out of bounds.
Wait a second.
Didn't score? Nope, they are. They did. Yep, they're marked it. He is. They must have. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they called him out of bounds. Looks about the 4. Huh. Good eyes, Andres, because, yeah, I thought he was in. I was getting all excited. I wasn't looking there at the very end but he must have stepped out at the 4-yard line, so Oski did not score.
Well, we had the ball with 3 minutes to go, and now there's 2:53? Didn't we?
Yeah, so.
It only took 7 seconds.
All right, so the clock shows 2:53 remaining. No touchdown yet. Blom, it'll be officially 83-yard run there by Blom. and puts Oskaloosa deep into the Eye Care Partners red zone. For all your eye care needs, see Dr. Jim Elson and his staff, Eye Care Partners in Oskaloosa. Reed Brown keeping himself.
Get down.
And he's going to be wrapped up around the 5-6 yard line and just goes down to the turf. It's going to be a loss on that one. So still in the Eye Care Partner red zone. It's going to be second down and goal now from the 6, and Oskaloosa is going to call a timeout. Or Grinnell is, excuse me.
Yep.
Grinnell calls timeout with 2:43 left in the game. So it's still 21-16 right now. It's 28-16 Oskaloosa. And see if we can punch one in here on second and goal.
Well, the big thing, Jamie, I think, we just got to take care of the football. Let the clock run, make them burn their timeouts. We got 2nd and 7, so they should have to use 2 timeouts here. Should have no timeouts left, and then we kick the field goal. We're up 15. They got to score a touchdown and plus, make a 2-point conversion to even tie us.
So yeah, what I thought was a 87-yard touchdown run by Blom. Instead is 83-yard run, but it sets Oskaloosa up nice. And then the loss there by Reed Brown as he was wrapped up.
Wow.
Okay, looks like we're going to show the replay again here. Let's see him step out of bounds.
Yeah,
right there. Yep.
Okay.
Just barely, like half of his shoe was out of bounds. Great effort though by Blom. Good job again on the replay there by the OVP crew down in our booth. Jasmine Lieb running the instant replay tonight. All right, 2:43 to go in the game. Second and goal, Oski from the 7 of Grinnell. And Reed Brown going to try it again, and no, they drag him down again for a loss at the 13-yard line. So that's a loss of 6, and it's now going to be third and goal from the 13, and again, Grinnell takes timeout, trying to conserve some time on the clock. So timeout, Grinnell. We're going to take one this time, too. We will be back. You're watching Oskaloosa football, homecoming on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Oskaloosa Indians on the Indians Network.
I'm Financial Advisor Jennifer Main.
I'm Financial Advisor Austin Norris.
I'm Financial Advisor Amber Coffey.
I'm Financial Advisor Jason Rosenboom.
I am Financial Advisor Brandon Kane.
I'm Financial Advisor Michael Bush.
Call us today at 1-800-ED-JONES or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
All right, we are back in the Wood Iron Grill press box. I'm Jamie Brockman, joined by OVP student Andres Chavez here in the booth. And down on the sideline is Coach Jay Harms. And 2:36 left to play. Third and goal, Oski from the 13. So Aaron Blom got a big 83-yard run. Barely stepped out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Otherwise, he was in the end zone. And from there, Oski's went backwards on the last 2 plays on quarterback keepers for Reed Brown. It's now third and goal from the 13. So we'll see, do we go to the end zone, or are we going to try to settle for 3 here?
Well, I think we'll see which...
Oh, they give it. That is Tyler Miller. And it's going to be a touchdown.
Oh, what a run by Tyler.
Tyler Miller, 13 yards, touchdown number 4 tonight for Oskaloosa, but you got to give all the credit right there to number 3, Aaron Blom, who put us in that position.
Yep, and a nice job by our line, got a nice hole there. Tyler made a nice cutback, and then, of course, he smells that end zone so well, and big 6 for the Indians there.
Second 4-touchdown performance this year for Tyler Miller, Andres. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
We knew that he was going to be a big part of our offense, but I know he's not 100%. I know that. I mean, he's definitely nursing that shoulder, and it may feel okay right now with all the adrenaline, but what an effort by him tonight. Senior Aaron Blom sticking it out all night as well. A couple guys that we weren't sure we were going to get back at all this year. PAT is good. 35-16, Oskaloosa. That will be the finishing touches for sure in this one. Oskaloosa is going to go to 3-2 on the season. Most importantly, though, Andres, 1-0
in the division.
In district play. Yep. So if we can keep this up, if you win the district, doesn't matter what your record is, you're automatically in the playoffs. And that's what Oski's goal is right now. Win them all, go to the playoffs. Next week, we hit the road at Newton. That's going to be a big test for Oski.
Yeah, what a night for Coach Jenkins.
Yeah, exactly.
Going back home and the place where his dad, made a legacy. Just Hall of Fame coach up there, and of course Jake playing for his dad and all those years up there. So that's going to be special for Coach Jenkins.
Yes, it is. So that is next Friday night at Newton. And we are not going to have video coverage next week, as that is not allowed at Newton High School. So we will not have the video coverage next week, but we will have audio coverage for you next week from Newton. And as you watch or listen to the stream, we'll also have a scoreboard graphic on the screen so you can keep track of the score. But it'll be an audio broadcast next Friday night from Newton. And same thing the following Friday, no video allowed from Pella High School either, for the visiting team anyway. So the next 2 weeks we'll have audio coverage only for you here on the Indians Network.
Jinsko in here to kick.
At Newton next week, at Pella the following week, and then we finish up with 2 home games regular season at home. Knoxville in week 8. And South Tama to finish it off. Squid kick there by Jensko. Took a big bounce, but Grinnell's on it. And then Oski swarms him just shy of the 40-yard line.
Man, Jamie, you got to really tip your hats to this football team. You know, we spotted them really 9-0 that first quarter, and since that time, you know, we have outscored them 35-7.
Yeah. Yeah, impressive turnaround here by Oski. Doing exactly what they need to do, and to do it in front of the homecoming crowd. That's nice to see. 2:27 to go in the game. Grinnell working from the shotgun, and they hand it off, and he is dropped in the backfield. Newman, Walker Newman gets through there for the loss. That's a big loss, actually. It's going to be back at the 32, a loss of 8.
Yeah, that's a sophomore back. I saw him play. He played in that first game and scored 2 really long touchdowns for Grinnell. Good speed. Probably their running back of the future.
Yeah, I know they're very high on him. So a loss of 8 on the sack by Newman. Second down and 18. Quarterback looking to throw again. He does. They're running step for step, side by side there on the coverage. Great coverage by Oskaloosa. He overthrew it anyway. Incomplete. That was Mason Ford over there on the coverage, staying right with him.
I think that was Sullivan Ty.
Oh, Sullivan Ty, excuse me. Oski makes some changes on defense now. I see Cody Gunn and Walker Newman both coming off the field.
Yeah, I'm surprised Tyler still in there, linebacker, Miller.
Oski showing blitz. Now they back off. 1:49 to go in the game. 2 receivers to each side for Grinnell. And they throw the pass over to the sideline. Has to get up in the air to catch it, and then he makes something out of nothing. Gets to the 36, picks up 4. Where it'll be 4th and long. 4th and 14 for Grinnell. See back in now, Quam Lewis is back in on the field. Punt team here for Oski, punt return team.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to.
Yeah, they're not going to punt.
Nope, not going to punt.
Yeah, everything's 4-down territory now when you're down 19. So Oski just, again, kind of playing a prevent defense here. You see they've dropped Mason, or Ty, Sullivan Ty back deep. Reed Brown. That's actually Reed Brown dropped back deep.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and now a timeout. So 51 seconds remain in this football game. Oskaloosa is going to win. Just a question of what the final score is going to be. 35-16 is your score. Oskaloosa leads it with a big second quarter and a big fourth quarter for Oskaloosa. And we'll bring Andres Chavez in here. And I'll tell you what, Andres, this is a big win for Oskaloosa because, I mean, they could have folded the towel down 9-0 and then a couple calls going against you, and all the momentum lost. It would have been easy to quit, but we did not. And the Indians' huge second quarter just changed everything.
Big props to Tyler Miller and the offensive line, just creating space. And don't forget about Wyatt Creer playing with a lot of toughness.
Yes, absolutely. Wyatt looks okay. I mean, they were checking him for possible concussion. And he's got his helmet now, and he's walking around. So, I don't think you're going to see him on the field tonight, but I do think he'll be okay to go next week, judging what I'm seeing anyway. Will we have Will Schultz back next week? That remains to be seen. Possible. Yeah, it looks like Grinnell will punt here, but Oski has nobody back. Yep, it's a quick kick, and nobody back for Oskaloosa. They're just going to give up that field position. It'll go to bounce around the 25-yard line. So 43 seconds remain here. Probably just going to take a couple of knees and be done. 43 seconds to go, 35-16 Oskaloosa. And the Indians are going to move to 3-2 on the season. 1-0, Class 3A District 7. Big games the next 2 weeks, at Newton, at Pella for Oskaloosa. I tell you what, Andres, how sweet would it be if we come back here to Community Stadium 3 weeks from tonight, 3-0 in the district?
We would have so much momentum going, basically like secure the playoffs if we get that.
And boy, this is nice to see. Victory formation.
You bet it is. I mean, I think Knoxville week 8, South Tama week 9, certainly winnable games for Oskaloosa that most likely will be favored in. You got to get at least, well, you got to get both of them. You got to win the next 2 weeks, Newton and Pella, if you want to win the district, no doubt. So,
well, you know, Oski came into this game a huge underdog. You know, if you go by the BC Moore rankings, and
yeah, but you know, again, Coach, you know, Doug mentioned, you mentioned it off air, Doug mentioned it on air, but you know, that's going by statistics. And Grinnell's stats coming in were awesome. I mean, they were, and they were better than us in every category, but they have not played the physicalness and the competition that we have played, and that led to this win tonight.
Yeah, it surely did. You know, so clock's going to run out, and what a great homecoming victory.
35-16 is your final score tonight. Oskaloosa wins homecoming 2019 over Grinnell, and big win coming from behind by the Indians, falling down 9-0 in the first quarter. 21 straight unanswered in the second quarter. Took a 21-9 lead into halftime. Grinnell, after a scoreless third quarter, gets on the board in the fourth to pull within 21-16. And less than a minute later, Reed Brown, see ya, 74 yards, put kind of the final touch on it. I mean, it wasn't over yet at that point, but that was a big dagger in Grinnell right there. 28-16 at that point, and then a big 83-yard run by Aaron Blom to set up a 1st and goal. And finish off with a 13-yard run by Tyler Miller for his 4th touchdown of the night. Second time this season, 4 touchdowns for Tyler Miller. You see the camera now focusing in on the celebration down there, the homecoming celebration, as the team comes over to the fans, the student section, and they will sing and enjoy the fight song together. I'm sure you've been in the stands for that a time or two, Anders. It's pretty cool to do that, isn't it?
Yep.
So 35-16, final score. Coming up here in a moment, Coach Harms will get a word with Coach Jenkins.
It looks like he's going to want to talk to his players on the north end zone here before we get a chance to get an interview with him.
Yeah, he's already over there. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of positives out of this one, no doubt about it. This could be a season-turning win. It really could. Because like Coach said, you're an underdog coming in. So a lot of people are saying, you ain't going to win this game. And then you fall behind 9-0, and then you come back and do what Oskaloosa did, and you do it when you only have a week to prepare basically a whole new offense without Will Schultz out there and shifting Tyler Miller to quarterback. And then that goes bad when Wyatt Creer goes out of the game. I mean, so many things to overcome, and Oskaloosa did it tonight.
Yeah, they did, you know, Jamie, and people that came out here tonight. I think a lot of people, you know, a few people stayed away because of the weather forecast, but the fans that did come behind this team all the way, and again, just what a nice victory, and great job by the coaching staff this week, getting this team prepared to come out here tonight and get the big win during homecoming.
All right, well, there you see them gathering in the north end zone on your screen. See Coach Jenkins talking. And when they're done, Coach Harms will catch up with Coach Jenkins. So we're going to keep it here and wait for that because I don't want to be in the middle of a commercial break when Coach catches up with Coach. So in the meantime, Andres Chavez, just your overall thoughts on this ball game tonight.
Well, mostly positives, but there is one negative. All those penalties.
Yes.
I think we need to fix that up, especially versus games versus Newton and Pella. Those are going to be big games that they're going to be relatively close, I hope. So we really need to clean that up. But other than that, our running game looked really good without Will Schultz. And Wyatt Creer, he's a big positive from this game, knowing that we can rely on him as a running back.
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of good things, for sure. So 35-16 final score. And I tell you what, you got to give props to the defense tonight. I mean, they just absolutely shut down this Grinnell team. Other than a couple of possessions, Grinnell really never was a threat at all to our defense.
Wyatt Hunter was really neutralized, coming in like as the best running back in the was 1A, 2A?
Class 3A.
Class 3A. We shut him down. He nobody even really noticed him except for a few 8-yard or 9-yard runs.
Right. Yeah, he came in with 708 rushing yards and 10 rushing touchdowns in 4 games. And he led Class 3A rushing by almost 200 yards. And just couldn't do it tonight against Oskaloosa. That front line just was fantastic tonight on defense with Satimi and Opheim and then Noah and Walker on the outside corners at the defensive ends. And their linebackers, Cody Gunn, Tyler Miller, Leland Evans, Wyatt Creer, Andrew Else, Colin Snitker, Aaron Blom. I mean, they all played tremendous tonight, rotating in and out. A lot of them playing dinged up and injured, but they sucked it up tonight. And that's what the coaches have been asking them to do, especially our seniors. I know there's been a lot of talk to these seniors about, hey, all right, I know you're a little dinged up, but you're a senior. You got to get out there. We need you. You're a leader. And I think they finally accepted that tonight because Aaron Blom, he's hurting. Tyler Miller, he's hurting. And you look at what they did tonight. That's awesome. I mean, that's what leaders are, and that's what you need on a football team to succeed. So my hat's off to those guys. And I know Noah's playing dinged up too. We thought last week he was limping, and he made some big plays against Norwalk. And then tonight, he came limping off the field, didn't stay out long, never sat down, kept moving on the sideline, and then went back out there and continued to play hard. So I got to give a lot of credit to several of our seniors tonight for stepping up and doing what they've been asked to do this year by this football team. Still chatting in the end zone. So, tell you what, I think we'll go to break, and when we come back, we'll see if Coach Harms can catch up with Coach Jenkins. If not, we'll go ahead and call tonight here at Community Stadium and set the tone for next Friday night as Oskaloosa travels to Newton, which we'll have right here at 7 o'clock with our pregame kickoff at 7:30. Again, audio only next Friday night from Newton, as not being allowed to do the video next week from Newton High School by the Newton athletic officials. So we'll be there. We'll do audio next Friday. Pregame 7, kickoff at 7:30. Hey, a big volleyball match on Tuesday, too, if you can get to it, at Pella, Oskaloosa. That's a big one, as Oski girls, the only undefeated team right now, Little Hawkeye Conference Volleyball, at 4-0. So see if you can get out and urge them and cheer them to a victory at Pella on Tuesday night. And then a big one the following Tuesday at home against Indianola, which will probably be for the conference championship if Oski gets by Pella and Pella Christian this coming week. So a lot of excitement right now in the fall sports here at Oskaloosa High School. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll try to catch up with Coach Jenkins on our postgame. The Oskaloosa football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
With 16 bays and several trained technicians, Bill & Ray's operates the finest diesel engine repair and towing service in Southeast Iowa. They perform complete engine repair, electronic diagnostics on all types of engines, drivetrain rebuilding, fleet service, and motor coach repair, along with 24-hour wrecker service with no limit on travel radius. Bill & Ray's will get you back on the road. Bill & Ray's, Highway 23 Oskaloosa, and proud supporter of Oski Indians activities.
Stop out at STEM Garden Center and Nursery for all your outdoor needs. STEM Garden Center will have a fresh supply of a wide variety of fall annuals, perennials, shrubs, and trees to fit any budget. Autumn Acres will be open Saturday, September 21st, and be open each Friday evening and Saturday through October 26th. Autumn Acres has family fun for everyone, so stop out at STEM Garden Center and Nursery and experience autumn.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
Great homecoming win tonight for Oskaloosa, 35-16 over Grinnell. And the Indians go to 3-2 on the year and 1-0 Class 3A District 7. I do have a couple of scores to pass along that were provided by Doug DeCock. Thank you, Double D. Pella wins 24-0 tonight over Knoxville. Newton wins tonight. Who were they playing? I think they played Fairfield, I think. Let me double check that. No, South Tama. Yeah, and obviously Newton favored there. 56-21, Newton over South Tama tonight. And then again, Pella 24-0 over Knoxville. And here it was Oski 35-16 over Grinnell. So Pella, Newton, and Oski are the unbeatens right now in 3A District 7 at 1-0. All right, Coach will be making his way to Coach Harms here in a moment. In fact, right now.
Yeah, down here with Coach Jenkins. Coach, got a great win. You know, kind of a shaky start. Then we come out and outscore them 35-7.
You know, it's tough when your quarterback goes down. And I tell guys all the time, I care so much more about you as a person than I do winning football games. And we knew Will wasn't right. We said early in the week, you're not going to play, even if that means we're going to lose the game. And so I think you do the right thing, and sometimes the right thing happens. I think some guys step up in a big way. We knew we could have lost the game without him, but he's more important to us than winning the game. And we knew guys would step up, and they did. And you face adversity in life, and you face adversity on a football field. That's what's so amazing about sports. You know, the ups and downs and the all-arounds. You play through. Got guys looking at me when we were down 9-0. Coach, keep playing. We're dominating them on defense, and we're going to put points on the board. We're going to cause turnovers, and we're going to be fine, guys. You just got to trust me, trust the process. And they did. They had wide eyes, but they stuck with us, and they kept fighting.
Well, again, you know, I know as a coach, homecoming, you never know. It's always different, but you've done this before and so forth. But now, big win, and now we got to go on the road 2 weeks in a row. You know, get to go to Newton, and of course Pella, and of course, you know, I know Coach, this Newton one, this first time back as a coach for you.
It is first time back at H.A. Lynn. I grew up at that stadium, and the locker room's named after my dad. It has a special place in my heart, but my guys are right here. You know what I mean? And I still got a lot of coaches there I love to death, and that we're best of friends. And we play, you line up, it's like punching your brother. You know, my brother will be on their sideline. You know what I mean? So we'll fight, and then after the game, we got to shake hands and make up. And so I'm really excited for that. We battle when we're there, and as soon as the game's over, you know, I wish them best luck. They got great coaches, they got great guys, and they're a good team. So I'm excited for the challenge. You know, last year we really got after them. This year it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be a dogfight. So it's going to be there. And like I said, that locker room's named is John G. Jenkins locker room. It's going to be a bittersweet or a little emotional, I think, but it's going to be fun because this is what it's all about, and playing tough, hard-nosed football.
Well, Coach, just a great week of preparation for you. You know, you had some guys dinged, and you had to move some people around, and you just got to be so proud of the effort that you know those people did that stepped in, as well as the whole team defensively. You know, they came in with great stats. You know, when we talked off the air and on the air that maybe they didn't play the competition that we had faced, you know, and we thought that was a huge key for us, that we played some physical teams, and our kids just really hung in there.
Yeah, major tendencies. I knew we were going to get after them on defense, and I wanted to shut out. So really, we gave up defensively 7 points, and that's not bad. Our overall goal is 15. After watching film, said we need to shut these guys out to win this game, and we spotted them 9 points. We didn't mean for that to happen. It just happens, and you get your back against the wall. You keep fighting. You just keep fighting and see what happens. But we knew based off their tendencies, we were really going to get after them. You know, starting a freshman quarterback like that, I don't know. That's a tough spot for him to be in. And so we got after him, and you know, we hit him a couple of times too. And they're a much improved team, and I think we handled them, and I think our X's and O's were on point tonight.
Well, thanks for stopping, Coach. It's a great win. You know, get that first district win. That's so important to get off on that and get that first one. And and now on the road for a couple weeks, and enjoy this one. You deserve it, and enjoy your time up there at Newton next week. And hey, come home with a big smile on your face and get that big W up there.
I hope so. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thanks a lot, Coach Jenkins. So, Jamie, there's words from Coach Jenkins, happy coach, which he should be, and mentioned about next week, going to be bittersweet for him, and I'm sure he's looking forward to going up there and playing Newton Cardinals next week.
All right. Thank you very much, Jay. Certainly an awesome opportunity next week for Coach Jenkins and his family for sure. So, yeah, our seniors step up big tonight. 4 touchdowns for Tyler Miller. Huge run there to set up the final score by Aaron Blom that got us deep inside the 5-yard line. And he kicked the ball well all night long, toughed it out, and just a tremendous effort. So looking at some final statistics here before we go. First downs, Oski had 14 tonight, Grinnell with 10. They only had 1 in the first half. Final net yards, Oskaloosa with 369 total. 369 on 68 plays. 310 yards on the ground for Oski tonight, 59 through the air. Grinnell ends up with 159 total, so we had over 200 yards more than them tonight. And they had, looks like 107 through the air and 52 on the ground. So just absolutely dominating the final numbers. I'm going to check some of the individual stats here real quick, and then we'll let everybody get out of here for the night. Where are the individual ones? There we go. So individually, let's just check the rushing numbers. I mean, over 300 yards rushing. That is awesome. So for Oskaloosa, Tyler Miller on the ground tonight had 29 carries officially for 119 yards, 4 touchdowns. Aaron Blom, just the 1 carry for 83 yards. Reed Brown carried 9 times for 97 yards. He had a big burst there of 74 yards for a touchdown as well. And then Wyatt Creer. This was all in the first half for Wyatt. A couple carries early in the second half before he left with a possible concussion. But 14 carries, 69 yards for Wyatt Creer. He really ran the ball hard. Passing tonight, Tyler Miller was 5 of 9. Not bad for your quarterback debut. 35 yards and 1 interception. Reed Brown was 1 of 3 through the air for 24 yards. Wyatt Creer, leading receiver, 2 catches, 33 yards. Aaron Blom caught 1 for 24. And we don't want to leave out the defense. So we'll check some of those because our defense, like I said many times, just played tremendous tonight in this football game. And leading the way for Oskaloosa, looks like Aaron Blom, 13 tackles tonight. Cody Gunn with 9. Leland Evans and Kenny Satimi each with 5. Those were the defensive leaders for Oskaloosa. We had 2 fumble recoveries, 1 by Leland Evans and 1 by Noah Van Veldhuizen. We also had interception in the ballgame tonight for the Oski defense. So 35-16 is your final. Oski wins, and they go to 3-2 on the year, 1-0 in district play. Next week on to Newton. Once again, we'll be there, but it'll be audio-only coverage here on the Indians Network. Our pregame coverage will start at 7 and kick off at 7:30 next Friday from Newton High School at H.A. Lynn Stadium. Thanks to our OVP crew tonight, producer Camden Silvers, director Zach Pearsall, camera operators tonight, Haven Weil, Holden Hacker, Devin Allen, Jackson McCallum, Sullivan Copen, Austin Vanderhyde, Tyler Hurl, and Hunter Kalman. Replay operators, we had Jasmine Lieb, and commentating in the booth with us off and on throughout the evening was Andres Chavez. Andres, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed yourself, and we'll get you back up here again soon, I'm sure. And, of course, OVP all under the direction of Kim Guile, who has had a very busy week, setting up the coronation and the parade and all that stuff, and then here directing everybody on OVP tonight. So they just do a tremendous job. So thank you for watching, and thanks to all of our sponsors. For our broadcast team tonight, Jay Harms and Doug DeCock and Andres Chavez. My name is Jamie Brockman. 35-16, Oski wins. It's a great homecoming win, and we'll see you next Friday from Newton. Until then, good night from Statesman Community Stadium here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
In Oskaloosa, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Wendell Campbell for your insurance and financial needs.
You're sure to save big at Hy-Vee now that hundreds of items are on low price lockdown and price decline. Lockdown prices won't change unless they are lowered, and any item marked with a red arrow means you will save big. Come get deals on seasonal items already on your list at Hy-Vee, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle.
If you want to save more.
If you want a butcher who knows more.
If you want fewer aisles and more value.
Less quantity, more quality.
If you want more of this.
And this.
And this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
At Gardner-Collier Jewelry, our goal has always been to provide you with the very best jewelry for your money. From plain gold wedding bands to the most exquisite diamond ring, Gardner-Collier has it. Our huge selection is sure to exceed your expectations, and our service is second to none. From sterling silver fashion jewelry to the one-of-a-kind diamond fashion piece, Gardner-Collier can fill your jewelry desires. For the very best value in fine jewelry, choose Gardner-Collier, Quincy Place Mall, Ottumwa, and PENN Central Mall, Oskaloosa.
At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska Health.
For nearly 40 years, Musco has specialized in the design and manufacture of sports and large area lighting solutions. From neighborhood ball fields to international speedways, Musco is committed to providing cost-effective lighting solutions and services you can rely on. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting, we make it happen.
Every morning before my family and I head out the door for the day, we tell each other to be the one. It's a challenge we make to each other to step up and show kindness when we have the opportunity. I'm Mike Sitzma, funeral director here at Bates Funeral Chapel. I see families in some of their toughest times. However, I get to see our community at its best through the outpouring of love and support they show those affected by loss. I challenge you to join me and my family to look for opportunities daily to be the one.
Come experience PENN Central Mall. With a variety of shops, services, restaurants, and more, PENN Central is the place to go for all your shopping and entertainment needs. Grab a gourmet grilled cheese at Wonderlunch, shop the latest trends at Maurice's, find the perfect gift at Gardner-Collier, or enjoy a night out with ice cream and retro arcade games at Old School Pinball and Arcade. PENN Central also has numerous public events scheduled throughout the year to provide fun for the whole family. Find them on Facebook to stay up to date with deals and upcoming events. Walk, shop, enjoy. PENN Central Mall.
My name is Amanda Seeley, and I've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office for 15 years now. I'm a mother of 3 little boys, and since having them, they've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office in Oski Dental. It's been really seamless. I expected a little few hiccups, but he just has this approach that they're very comfortable again. You're the best! We're gonna shoot for being a lifelong patient.
When he's not nursing residents with special needs, James' passion is improving his family residence. Hillary? When she's not teaching undergrads, she's cooking up fun for Carson and Owen. The local home loan experts at Midwest One help them buy their home, pay down principal, make improvements, and build up equity. Their local mortgage service was so easy and affordable that James and Hillary even referred a friend. For local mortgage service, choose Simply Better Banking from Midwest One.
Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good, on or off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab. Kinetic Edge offers friendly and knowledgeable professionals who will get to know you and your goals to help you get back to doing what you love in no time. Find out more at kineticedgept.com.
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Oskaloosa Indians on the Indians Network.
I'm financial advisor Jennifer Main.
I'm financial advisor Austin Norris.
I'm financial advisor Amber Coffey.
I'm financial advisor Jason Rosenboom.
I am financial advisor Brandon Kane.
I'm financial advisor Michael Bush.
Call us today at 1-800-ED-JONES or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
With 16 bays and several trained technicians, Bill & Ray's operates the finest diesel engine repair and towing service in Southeast Iowa. They perform complete engine repair, electronic diagnostics on all types of engines, drivetrain rebuilding, fleet service, and motor coach repair, along with 24-hour wrecker service with no limit on travel radius. Bill & Ray's will get you back on the road. Bill & Ray's, Highway 23 Oskaloosa, and proud supporter of Oski Indians activities.
Stop out at STEM Garden Center and Nursery for all your outdoor needs. STEM Garden Center will have a fresh supply of a wide variety of fall annuals, perennials, shrubs, and trees to fit any budget. Autumn Acres will be open Saturday, September 21st, and be open each Friday evening and Saturday through October 26th. Autumn Acres has family fun for everyone, so stop out at STEM Garden Center and Nursery and experience autumn.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you.